They're taking forever to set up. No wipers, this is not a wiper. Real weapons. Oh, it's a bubble shower. What? Ballpoint's actually really good. Ballpoint's fine. I like it. I think Splatlings are a real weapon. Whenever people are like, oh no, maybe learn how to get more then I instantly disregard it. You know about the thing that, so you know like the first one record? Yo, the Edward diploma. What? So it's a piece of diploma. No, that's not real. That's not real. No, that's not real. Malvo! It's an actual piece of shit. Look at this guy. Hey, what are you doing? I've seen that. I know. I agree. Yeah, no, so Robo was aiming with the people while now we're doing like, and then we were going to have a competition and we were getting off the pass and we just these motherfuckers and I'm like, you deserve it. Oh, that's something exactly. Yeah, that's something crazy stuff to have. And also he's like, I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, so you can like gold. That's not enough. Epic. Maybe. Rona, can you help us take a photo? Oh yeah, Rona. Excuse me. Excuse me. I got heavy, so I yeah,
Well, well, well. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for day 2 of Splat Legacy. What did we all think of day 1? Was it fun? Was it exciting? We definitely had A lot of really, really interesting games yesterday. Some pretty big upsets as well. But a lot of that stuff often, most of the time, doesn't really matter. This is day 2 where things start to get interesting. Teams start getting eliminated. People start making it through brackets. Some more upsets may be had today, we don't know. And then eventually, at the end of the day, we will have grand finals where we will finally determine our winner of Splat Legacy 2024. I mean, Slap, I think that's pretty exciting. What about you?
Genuinely, the tension in this room is palpable. You can tell that every single team back there, genuinely, it means the world to them, doesn't it?
Well, before we reintroduce our top 4 teams, we have a little refresher video for you guys to remind you of what these teams are like. So please draw your attention to the screen. So, hope you guys are nice and refreshed on who these teams are, but now the exciting part is about to start. We are going to reintroduce our top 4 teams. So, qualifying from Splat Vibes Volume 2 all the way back in July, a combination of 2 of the UK's top level teams. Please welcome Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor!
Right then, next, probably one of the strongest pickups that I've seen in a recent while, especially here in the UK. Probably one of the strongest teams that I've seen just in general in a while. It is Infrared!
And now, our 3rd team, qualifying through the 2nd Pursuit qualifier, and the only qualifier that they actually played, another combination of some of the UK's most top-level players and most notorious names in our comp scene. Please welcome yours, Mammothly!
Yo, Steve, I got the shout out. Yeah.
And next, a team that I believe at this point really doesn't need an introduction. You all have definitely had their names embedded into your skulls by the end of this event, or day 1 at least, because of how they shocked us. But it wasn't too much of a shock, because genuinely they're all absolutely amazing. Give it up for Distant!
I love you, Distant!
Okay, now that we have our top 4 teams, I would like to request that one member from each team come and join me at the front here. One member, please. I said one. Well, okay.
Get on, Jason!
Okay, I will be asking you all pretty much the same question, and a similar question to what I asked you yesterday, but obviously, Chano, coming from Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor, the victim of quite a vicious upset, I'd say, yesterday. but considering what happened yesterday, what do you think your odds are like at winning today?
Well, in line with Retroma, we win when it doesn't matter, so quite slim. Hopefully we can maybe do a lose run. I mean, if we win today, that means we have to beat all the teams, which is more impressive than just beating like 2 teams. So just decided to make it more entertaining for ourselves. Didn't troll enough in groups, so we trolled a bit towards the end of the day.
Okay, thank you, Chano. And now from Team Infrared, I don't know why Jason's here, I'm so sorry.
Jason's here because we don't know how to beat Distinct, so we got Jason to help us.
Okay. That's what you like to hear. Now, I am joined by Jakey from Infrared, previously from Ultraviolet, another, I'd say, fan favorite team from the UK community. If anyone remembers Splat Vibes Volume 1, the incredible Ultraviolet 3-0 against Spark. Sorry, dude, I know you're right there, but... But, based off of what you guys went through yesterday, what do you think your odds are like today?
They're amazing. Because at the end of yesterday, Harvey was in my pocket. The whole team was in my pocket. I was in my prime. There's no stopping me now.
I mean, I did hear that Takimi did lose every single 1v1 versus Jakey yesterday. So... I think you make a pretty valid point, so thank you very much, Jakey. Oh, Jakey has a few words for the audience.
About Ultraviolet, Splat Vibes Volume 1, I just want to say we really do miss Rocky80_. And we wish he could be here today. If he was, then we would have won every set yesterday.
This is so true. What about Ninja Train?
He is amazing too. Wait, why isn't he here?
He said he'd come on one of the days, but he's not shown up, so... We miss you, Rocky80 and Ninja Train. Yay. Okay, but thank you, Jakey. Now, moving on to our first seeded team from yesterday, and one of our teams currently still in the winner's bracket, Snipes from Yours Mammothly. Another combination, like I said, of some of our very, very top level players. But you're not with your usual teammates this time, so I guess it's a little bit different. But same question for you. Based off of what happened yesterday, what do you think your odds are like of winning today?
Very, very high. It was a very, wouldn't say easy, but I just want to get this over and done with. I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. I got 0 sleep.
You know what? Fair point. Round of applause, everyone. Thank you very much, Snipes. And now, finally, I am joined by Mooj from Distinct. A few Distinct players in the house. Obviously, you guys were the perpetrators for that big upset that happened yesterday that Chano was not very happy about. But our other team's still up in the winner's bracket so far. Based off of what happened yesterday, what do you guys think your odds are like for winning today?
I think we're feeling pretty good. I think we're probably going to go into the same as we did yesterday with no expectations and just what we can do.
Nice, that's what we like to hear. Well, I know we just gave a round of applause for Mooj, but can we please give one final big round of applause for all of our top 4 teams here? And now, this is not semi-finals, I'm lying. This is losers round 1 is about to start. Thank you, Chris. I would like to request that Cheers Mafia, Sparking Flavor, and Infrared make their way to the stage. Distinct and Yours Mammothly, feel free to do what you like until your set is time. However, we have only just begun. Losers round 1 is about to start. This is where everything matters. Whoever loses this set is out of the tournament. This is going to be our first elimination game to start us out on day 2. So everyone in the audience, get hype, get energized, because this is truly where Splat Legacy begins. Ladies and gentlemen, Infrared versus Stewart's Mafia Sparking Flavor!
Hello and welcome to day 2 of Splat Legacy, where we are continuing with the double elimination bracket. I'm Nebula, I'm joined by Asing for your first cast today. And we are gonna soon get into our losers round 1 surprise matchup for most people, which is Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor versus Infrared.
So if you didn't see yesterday, there was a very hype set in semi-finals where Distinct actually knocked out Chewits Mafia and put them into losers bracket, where they are now going to fight Infrared, who went 0-3 in groups and then also lost in semis as well to Yours Mammothly.
Yeah, but
so
they did have some. I cut you off there, but they did have, they did have some quite competitive series in the sort of starting end of their round robin stage, especially against Chewits Mafia, almost taking that series in the first 2 games, but eventually falling 1-2, which they're now going to have another opportunity to face that same opponent in an even more, a way more important matchup now, as this is going to be 4 elimination in the first game of the day. Loser here gets 4th, winner can get any position left.
Yep. We saw yesterday a Chewits Mafia that was kind of on the back foot after losing 1 game to Distinct. They kind of just snowballed and weren't able to get anything off any of their pushes, and it just meant that all three of their games were just almost, well, not quite sweeps, but they just got no control of, I can't speak, but they got no control of no control of the stage. There we go.
Yeah. So we're gonna be heading into, I believe, well, it's gonna be best of 5 every series today. Yeah. And then the first map, I believe, is gonna be Zones Haggle, and then it's gonna go on to counter picks from the map pool of the rest of the tournament, so we're just setting that up now. But as you said, we saw a Chewits yesterday that seemed to be on the back foot, so it's going to be really important today to see like what mindset they come into this, what sort of mental state, and just how they're going to start. Are they going to come out swinging? Are they going to be timid? Are they going to be shaken by what happened yesterday, or are they just going to be able to shrug it off and go, that does not matter, we still have a chance, we're going to take it?
I don't think they'll be on the back foot anymore. They're fighting a team they know they can beat and have proven they can beat already in groups, and they're not going to dwell on the loss to Distinct too much. I don't think they're going to be much more focused in just getting through losers bracket, trying to get to grand finals, and probably focusing on trying to beat Distinct again.
I just realized Jakey's put his ID into Nitro and they all have the fruital attack.
Oh god!
before any confusion happens when he jumped into the series.
Didn't Jakey have it as Rizu 3K, like yesterday, to mock Rizu who couldn't come on his team?
He had Zoyo.
It was Zoyo as well.
Yeah, Zoyo as well. He's got everybody. He's Mr. Worldwide.
Absolutely collecting everyone.
He just is anyone and everyone, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm almost going to call them Fruitella with the tag now. But
I wouldn't be surprised, don't worry.
For Infrared, this series, whilst it's potentially a daunting one, as I mean, basically literally every single series in this top 4 is not going to be an easy thing to face at all. But this series is a huge opportunity to gain some really big momentum in this losers bracket and push that even further forward.
I think Infrared are also going to be a bit nervous as well because they've not won a set this entire tournament. So the entirety of day 1, it was just complete losses. Then they're now in losers. So if they're going to win a set, it kind of has to be now to get podium.
And also having some like unfortunate roster shakes that they weren't in control of leading up into this tournament as well. So it may not feel the best going into it, but yeah, I mean, they still have a fresh day for new opportunity, and we're going to see how it goes for them.
Yeah. We are close to starting the game here, waiting with 3 people to ready up.
Yeah.
As we mentioned before, it's going to be counter picks from this point forward. It's also only best of 5 for the rest of the tourney. So grand final's not going to be best of 7. Bracket reset's best of 5 still.
Yep.
So
at least we have the bracket reset.
At least we have the bracket. Hopefully we have the bracket reset.
Oh no. Well, yeah. Hopefully, actually. Well, I mean, that would just be so hype.
Yeah.
If that does happen.
We're just waiting on just the spectators already out right now, which is
I believe so. Hopefully no technical issues. We had some disconnects yesterday, but we got through them.
Yeah.
Had the replays in the series, and that, you know, still went to the results that were us in the series as we get in to our first game of the day.
Heavyhead and Rapid coming out for Infrared there, and a pretty standard comp coming out from Chewits.
Yeah, pretty much what you'd expect, having 2 tri-strikes on the side of Chewits and also the Squeezer as the gameplay cuts out for a second. But we get straight back into it. as an Infrared are also going to have an inkjet on the side from Jasmine with that rapid deco.
First cooler's out from Infrared here as Nitro, it was Jakey, I'm going to keep calling him Nitro. Jakey goes down, and he's fighting Chris 3 on the left side. They have no one hitting. The 2 is in left 3. They're just going to get pinched out here. Jakey jumps out, so Jakey jumps in, Jasmine dies, Jakey dies. That's not a good start there for Infrared.
Chano had a great flank on that left side to immediately get the first pick into court, and then the strikes had such great usage to get Chewits this early mid control and win that early team fight, as strikes will come out once again for Chano, looking to stall Infrared from coming back into the zone, as Jasmine will use that inkjet, but will there be follow-up? Chris looks to deny the opportunity with the Zuka, as Chano will fall, but the members of Infrared won't just yet. Jasmine is looking to go back in with the rest of her teammates and the ink strike, as Infrared have numbers.
2 went down for Chewits there, and the last 2 were by the pencil really far back on Sammy from the left street, so there's a free zone cap here for Infrared. As we see Jasmine here, using the rapid, trying to poke people out on the left side. 2 go down on the side of Infrared here. They're gonna get pushed back quite far. Jasmine backs up. The zone reaches once again. Jakey trades out. It's a 2v2 now on the field. Jasmine pops the inkjet, they hold the zone on Infrared.
Yep, and Infrared will look to just expand their map control and expand the amount of time they can hold in this zone, as Chewits look to retaliate immediately as they pop the strike and the Zuka going in. Jess has to get forced to the left here, as Chano looking to paint the zone, as Jasmine is stuck between a rock and a hard place, as Infrared are going to try to salvage as much as they can from the resources they have as they look to go back in soon. Tri-Strike is going to be online as well. They get thrown, but the bomb will take them out. Chewits get the first kill out of the stalemate, and they will look to continue going forward. But
oh, hang on, we can't see the screen, so
I have
there
audio, I have gameplay.
There we go. One of us. Okay, Jess is killed. I don't know who that was that killed. Jess has got a pick there. Infrared are in control of the zone. Gets one with the Zuka. There's another one on the block. Are they going to fire another shot? Yes, they are. Gets the pick on Chris 3. It's 2 down now for Stewart's Mafia. The bomb is thrown over the canopy. It's a really good hold. They're probably going to get lead here.
Yep, Infrared don't have the lead yet, but their penalty is not going to last much longer. Chewits have their specials once again. They're throwing them in, but are they close enough to capitalize? The strikes will not insta-cap. They will. Finally, as Jasmine gets forced to jump out, will live. Samage on the right flank. Will he be able to find anything? Not yet. The inkjet comes out from Infrared. Chano flanking the left side, looking to get the kills for Chewits to get the space to go forward. However, Chewits have the first player to fall. They have a tactical as well, but that's not going to be any use when you only have one other player left on your team. The tactical will come out for Chewits to try and keep this mid-fight going. Ips stalls with the damage, not able to get the kill. Chano will be decimated on his jump in, and Infrared looks to keep going.
I'm noticing that Chewits Mafia are struggling to get the picks on their retakes. They're just kind of letting at least two of the players.
Chris!
If I say that. Infrared goes 2 down. Chewits Mafia are going to retake the zone here and get a load of map control.
Chris with the heroic Tri-Zuka, getting 2 in a single shot. And now Chewits, as that Zuka got so much impact, they're going to have strikes early on for this defense. That's going to be big
penalty as well.
In terms of the specials they have, the tactical as well. That means the Slayers are going to be free to take the fights they want. Chris jumping back into the zone. Chewits are all in the same spot here. Samage gets caught by Andy, and now Infrared are going to want to walk forward. Chewits don't have the leaves yet, but they're close. The zone will flip to Infrared. They will keep control in the last minute and 15 seconds. Chano taken down as well. Chewits have no map control, and they need to get a final push soon.
Chewits does have the strikes ready. They've got all players alive as well. I think Chano died with Cooler there, so there will be more strikes coming very shortly. Another Cooler is popped now. One goes down on Infrared. The strikes are thrown on zone. There's a rapid on right side. One goes down, another one jumps out. This is the control that Chewits need. Oh, never mind. 2 go down on Chewits Mafia. 3 go down.
It looked perfect for Chewits, but Jasmine able to get a kill and stay alive. Infrared somehow managed to jump back in and keep their numbers. They don't have the zone yet, but keeping it neutral, keeping it flipping it back and forth is exactly what they need, because Chewits still have penalty. Infrared have the zone, and they almost have an inkjet. Andy going so far forward, but manages to live. Jess, however, will not. Gets punished. The strike's forced to jump out. It's only 2 members of Infrared left in the zone, as the Zuka's going to come out. It's going to keep pressurizing them. Infrared are going to be forced back, and Chewits have to stay fighting, as Chano will go deeper. He will not find a second for his efforts, though, as the inkjet and the Zuka immediately come out. Will Infrared be able to flip this zone? It's all of Chewits being pushed back, as Chano will fight in the zone for his life, but the strikes will come out. 4 seconds left, and it's looking like game 1 is going to go to Infrared.
Oh my. I'm not going to lie. One thing I was noticing during that game a lot is that Stewarts were struggling to get picks on infrared in their retakes. They would just back up, have the specials ready, and just immediately be able to take it back again. Apart from the times they got doubles with Zukas or doubles with strikes, it was just an almost insta-flip back toward infrared.
Yeah, also, from what I saw, like, Chewits got so many good retakes, but when they just had to hold the zone, it felt like infrared, whenever they wanted to go back in, they were just able to. Both teams had pretty good resource management for those retakes, but again, those holds from infrared were better. They were the ones to find those advantages when Chewits were trying to come back into the zone.
I think also doesn't help that the fact that infrared has a practically double backline here. They've got a heavy and a rapid deco.
Yeah.
So they're spamming inkjets and spamming coolers, and they don't have an answer for it yet.
Yeah, both weapons that are sort of able to shred you or shut you down if you want to go aggro, but also ones that are very mobile in themselves. So it gives you a lot of versatility in terms of how you want to play the map. Usually not the most conventional picks on Zone's Haggle, but they made it work because being active on the map is sort of what Chewits want to do. And then if you have weapons that can do that, but also shut you down at the same time, it gives you an opportunity to just play Chewits' game, but better. And that's what Infrared took to them in that map.
Yeah, I agree. We are waiting for a counter pick now from Chewits Mafia. So the early lead goes to Infrared. I'm not really sure what Chewits are going to pick here because it's kind of a. We know what Infrared can pull out. They can pull out a double blaster. They can pull out a bucket as well. They can pull out a dynamo. So they're quite versatile, and they'll probably want to avoid the AoE maps as well.
I think something that Chewits were picking several times yesterday was Rainmaker Scorch.
Okay.
I believe they were victorious on that. I'm not sure of their full win record on it. It'll be interesting to see whether they go with the comfort picks that they've already been counter-picking in this tournament that their opponents will likely be aware of, or whether they're going to go for something new, something else that they like within the pool that they feel they're going to have a good opportunity to win on. And I'm just thinking which modes will favor each team, because
I think tower control definitely for Infrared, just based on the fact they got double blaster, dynamo, bucket, and they can just flex quite
and
heavily
a
as well.
rapid, and a rapid blaster,
yeah.
you know.
So it's, I think they don't want to go to tower control. I'm going to guess probably Rainmaker or Clams, or they can bring it back to zones, because they know that was quite close. That was quite a close game, to be fair.
Yeah, I feel like
it was just Hagglefish market, just allowing them to retreat, or Infrared to retreat very quickly and just continuously spam retakes back. So, you know, I think zones could still work for them. Maybe not right now. I don't think it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
I think bring them to somewhere they're weak or bring somewhere you're strong. But we'll see.
Yeah, it will definitely be map specific with zones, I think. But I agree with what you say in terms of, you know, tower control, and then I say, like, you know, map dependent on the zones map. It seems like it will just be in favor of Infrared if the gameplay goes a similar way to how it did there. But we are going to be going to Rainmaker, and it's going to be on Undertow Spillway from the choice of Chewits.
That's
what do you make of this pick?
I think that's bold. I don't think Rainmaker's bold. I think Undertow's bold because that's also quite a good AoE map, at least from my experience. So you're picking an AoE map on a mode that they may not be as good at. I think it's probably going to be quite even, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Chewits probably also know much better how to play the map, just based on experience as well. So we'll see what happens. We're very close already. Everyone's immediately readied up, so probably not expecting too many comp changes.
I think the ranges of these comps are going to even out a lot, because this is going to be a map where Ips is very likely going to head over to that ends up, where, you know, he's also able to perform on that, and he does a very good job at surviving. Like, especially, I know he's going to be on Zap this map, but when you're on Sniper, it's a balance of surviving as much as you can whilst also exerting as much pressure as you can. And it's a similar thing just on any, you know, support special in this series or tactical in Splatoon 3. But we are going straight into game number 2, and Andy will be on his signature Dynamo roller as we head into Undertow. Chris is going to go to that foil squeezer also, as we do see the backless comp come out from Chewits. And both teams are going to head straight into
Gambit on the squeezer. Interesting. I think they're going to go really aggressive here on the opening. Chewits wants to win this opening really badly here. Dynamo out on Infrared as well. That's what I mean when I said they have a lot of AoE. They've got 3 AoE weapons on their team. 1 goes down on each team already. And 2 Zukas gets launched immediately as well. One is, Chano goes down to Jakey. They have not won the opening just yet. It's another trade has happened. Another trade is happening. It's just trade central in mid. It's a 2v2 in mid right now.
There's still players left from both sides. Can Jakey turn the tides, or will Chris be able to stay standing? He's close to his screen, and Chewits are close to some specials, but he gets poked by that rapid. Will be forced to not enter just yet, as Chewits on both sides soon are going to have a stack of specials that should be thrown out very soon. Andy coming over this left side with the Dynamo, takes out Chris, and now Infrared should be able to pinch Chewits moving forward. The Chano will just run with the Rainmaker. He's not going to allow Infrared to have that push. I thought he was going to get to the checkpoint for a second, but he just manages to stall, so Infrared will not be able to have an instant push.
I think Chris has lost opening Gambit, by the way. I think the gamble didn't work. As we see, he's hiding, trying to push right side. Everyone loads of Rainmaker shots. I think the special is going to be out soon. Hang on, the Game Jet. Chris jumps out. Game Jet is out for Jasmine. Is he going to be able to get one? No, it's not. The lead is taken. Checkpoint is broken through. 2 go down. 3 go down.
Jakey!
Chano has to jump out. The Rain's going to get popped again. They're going to massive push here. Jess picks up the Rain. He's going to run forward. No, he's going to stall it out on the left side. Runs forward the point. Strikes come out for Chewits Mafia. Rain goes down 28. That's quite a good push from the start.
Infrared are looking to continue domination as Jakey just continues getting kills in their spawns with no support at all, just individual brilliance, as Andy is still alive under this Rainmaker, but not anymore. Ips will clear him out. 3 members from Infrared are down, and Chewits have a clear path to this left checkpoint that they're going to instantly run for. Will Infrared be able to get there in time to stop them? Chano's not immediately going to the checkpoint. Will that come to bite them back? No. The Duke comes out from Samage. He will get a trade. It's 2 for 2. Chano and Chris against Jess and Jakey. Who will be able to be victorious? Jess on the flank won't find anything as Jakey is close to those strikes, and so are Chewits as Chano throws out his.
Smidge goes down, Samage goes down there, but the strikes are out. Andy lives, dies to the bomb, never mind. On the top left, the Rain is now picked up by Ips. 2 go down for Infrared. This could be big. 3 go down for Infrared. It's just Jess. Chano is fighting Jess. The lead is taken for Chewits Mafia. Are they going to be able to KO the game? Yes, they are. Game 2 goes to Chewits Mafia.
Infrared panicking at the end. 2 players getting picked off separately, just going a bit too early, trying to shut down that Rainmaker. And Chewits are able to bring it back in such Rainmaker Undertow fashion.
I thought Infrared would be able to hold it there, to be honest. When it was a 2v2, I thought they would be able to just not do anything. I also thought that they would, I thought Chewits' push would fizzle out very quick when Samage died. But no, a bomb took out Jakey, a bomb took out Andy as well, and the strikes got thrown, the screen got thrown, and that was pretty much it. Chano ran in, killed the last 2, game over.
Yeah, that choke point on towards the final stretch of Undertow is so hard to get through, especially on the, well, I mean, the right side is almost even harder, but especially on the left side, it's such a hard choke point to go through. But once you break through it, it's not like you're going to get below 20, you're going to get below 10, you're almost going to get a knockout every time. So that was such a just crucial cohesion at the end from Chewits, and that's massive for their chances in this series, because if you went down 0-2, not only is that just such a big deficit in the series, but also a big dent in your confidence.
You're now in an effective best of 3 from now on, starting on an Infrared counter pick, and they've counter picked tower control on Shipshape Cargo Co. So this is what I mean when I say they're trying to pick an AoE. I said tower control issue would be a really good favored mode for them, and they seem to be playing quite quickly into that. Interesting with Shipshape, that's not the best AoE map in the world, and they seem to be leaning very heavy into that. I'm interested to see what they're going to cook up for this one.
Yeah, I mean, you do have the grates in the open areas, which can be good for Rapid, but you could also say the same for Snipe Rifle. Because when you give that weapon a bunch of angles to just capitalize on you having poor positioning, it can make it very difficult to play the game. Especially against a pencil player that takes opportunity at that. So it's going to be interesting to see. Infrared, I don't expect them really to change their comps up too much. I expect to see the heavy edit and the rapid progress.
You say that, they ready it up very quickly, so you might be right.
Yeah, because those weapons individually are very good on this map. It's just how are these comps going to match up in this game 3?
Do you see the double blaster I was talking about? They brought out the vanilla blast and they brought out the rapid. Everything else stays the same for Infrared. And it's a T-Tech for Samage there, so they've gone double strike on the left side. And also opening down with vanilla squeezer, bring out Chris 3 here. As you can see, the first pick goes down very fast. When another one jumps out, there's 2 down immediately for Infrared. Oh, Chewits Mafia going to be able to run in here. Chano runs in with the top right. Is he able to get one pick? Another one jumps out. One's jumping in as well. 2v2 on the field here. Are we going to be able to see anyone get any more picks here? No, Ibs does start riding the tower, and first push is going to go towards Chewits.
Infrared are forced away from middle in the opening engagement. Jakey still looking to find something on this right side as Chewits is going to throw out those ink strikes. And Chano moving forward. Does he have support? Yes, he does from the player above him, but so does Jakey as 3 members from Infrared jump on Chano. And now there's 2 still close to middle as Chris will find one and be able to back out and has that Zuka available. Infrared losing numbers right back and forth in middle as no team has gotten a big push yet, but Chewits look to start one right now.
I think the team is trying to play into the snowballing right now. They're not winning in mid, but the moment they can get control, this game could end immediately on that note. Chano runs into Splat. Guys, maybe Chris does also run into Splat. It's 2 down for Infrared here. Chris has control top left. They're going to get the first check and maybe towards second here. First strikes go out from Infrared. Are we going to be able to go? Jakey goes down as well. Chris has full control of the top left. Jess is going to fight Chris. Everyone's going to fight Chris. They're not able to move Chris at all though. Chris finally has to drop. It's a 3v3, but the Rainmaker Tower is already at the second checkpoint.
The Chewits members being so deep in their spawn. Infrared want to turn their attention to court, but the Chewits members have been so far up that they've had so much space to get that tower down to 20 due to Chano and Chris pushing so far, gaining so much control, and they're going to look to retain mid-control right now as Chris will have some players behind him, but Infrared have all 4 coming into middle as that tactical has already been popped, and so will the Inkjet, but 2 members fall in middle as 3 from Chewits are on this left side, and Jasmine is not able to get a kill with the Inkjet. Will the landing die? It surely will. And Chewits are holding on for now as they will engage onto this left side, and Brutella and Infrared are on the back foot.
Crucially, Chewits did not manage to break that second checkpoint. They still need to break through that, which could be huge for on our defense here. But I say that, Infrared go 2 down. Chano is going to run the top left here and fight Jess. Is he going to get the pick? Yes, they are 3 down now. It's just Nitro. Nitro is down. It's now that's a full wipe. They have no specials for Infrared. Chris 3 does go down as well. And he's going to be able to fire the tower. The checkpoint is broken. This could become a KO. First pick goes down. The tower, there's no one on the tower. It's a complete brawl right now on the top left. And he's going to fight Ips. Ips is going to defend. Ips is holding on top left with Pencil. Finally goes down. Infrared successfully defends again. Jakey gets another one in mid.
Chano maybe fighting too early in mid as Chewits look to want to try and contest that, but they didn't have the numbers yet, and Infrared just steamrolling through as they look to take court and more map control of the opposing side, just like Chewits did. Jess dropping down into pit. Will she be vulnerable? Yes, Samage will take them out, and now using those strikes, he's going to get rid of this bubble, but the Inkjet from Jasmine, will it be able to find impact for Infrared? No kills, but it may give them space to move into the left side as Chano will be taken down. Now Chris and Samage trying to do anything they can, but Samage will not be able to get anything as Infrared are finally breaking through the checkpoint.
It's with the snowball that they want. Infrared have the snowball, they have all the control in the world right now. It's just a matter of getting more picks on Chewits Mafia as the tower moves toward the second checkpoint. They need to break the second checkpoint and more to get the lead here. Strikes are out, bubbles out as well. Strikes out from both teams here. Loads of people are dying here. No, loads of people are moving here. 2 go down on each side. It's now, oh, never mind, Chewits now only on 2 alive. Jasmine's being jet recall. Samage is going to camp the Jet. No, the recall does not get camped. Infrared have all the control. They also have tower. Strikes are thrown. Infrared go 3 down. It's just Jasmine alive. Is she going to be able to get a pick? Yes, she is. She's going to be able to kill one more. She's stalling them out very heavily right now. Is she going to get Chano? Yes, she is. Jasmine is soloing with the rapid deco in close range and is stalled at Chewits. Another chance at the retake.
And that's huge for setting up Infrared for their next and most likely final push, as they don't have to get any work to take back middle as they already have it. Now close to all 4 specials, but so will Chewits as they are about to have 3. Which ones are going to be used first? If Infrared use those there's too early, it could be an easy defense for Chewits as Samage pushing the threat of pushing through court as Jasmine will move on to this left side. Distracted shots from the Zuka as specials, and now coming out from Infrared. These need to find kills, but it's a trade. Jakey not able to find one as 3 have died from Infrared. There will be jumps back in, so Jess needs to live, and she will for now, getting Samage, but there's 10 seconds left. And Chewits have the GG strikes online. They will be able to dive when the tower moves soon, close to their base. Jasmine trying to take the attention of 3 players on that left side. Chano being solo on the right, but he holds it down. The Inkjet going down, but Chris is running in with those tri-strikes, and Chewits will take the lead in this best of 5.
They won on Infrared's counter pick, which is absolutely perfect for them now. They have to win on their own counter pick to win the set, and Infrared now need to win on Chewit's counter pick, which is incredible for them. One thing I want to mention, Jasmine holding down mid solo with a rapid and winning 2 close-range fights to give them another chance. It didn't unfortunately work, but it gave them another chance to try and get it in overtime.
Yeah, that gave Infrared a lifeline at the end of the game. And if they were able to convert it, that could have been, you know, historic, heroic.
Incredible clutch, but
it could have been crazy.
What
but
could have been?
Unfortunately for the side of Infrared, didn't end up happening. But it's going to be interesting to see what their counter pick is now. And as you mentioned, if it does go to game 5, it's going to have to be on Chewit's pick, and that's, you know, that's a position you want to be in.
I noticed at the end of the game as well, all of Chewit's Mafia were playing really passive to try and just hold themselves alive, keep the specials alive, and just bomb spam their court.
Yeah.
They had the full chance of a retake. They got everyone but Jess down and still held their ground on their plat, on their top left. Did not want to let a single person have a chance of killing them, and that ultimately did let them win the game as well.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, especially on tower control, near the end of the game, you need that discipline.
Yeah.
If you have one member go down, that could lead to, you know, a path of really bad events that are going to lose your team a checkpoint, and then another 10 points, and then, oh, they have the lead. So, Chewit's able to execute what they needed to, staying alive, and obviously specials such as those strikes, even the Trizuka sometimes being a really great tool for just being able to dive that tower at the end is all you need to do. Just touch it once, and then overtime is over if you already had that lead. So, the counter pick may already be in. Rainmaker Humpback.
I mentioned that they have a very AoE heavy comp here. And I was surprised they wouldn't want to do this like a more AoE. I was surprised they would do like Macro Mart Tower last game. They seem to have come to their senses and they need to get the map as well for the AoE. So they're probably going to go Dynamo Double Blaster here. This is a very good pick for Infrared. However, yesterday we did see Infrared losing on this map because they just did not have the paint to keep themselves going, and their pushes would fizzle out at the first checkpoint. So they need to make sure they have the resources to get through that and actually get toward the goal to be able to win the game.
Yeah, and especially if you don't have all of the resources you want, your special management has to be absolutely on point.
Yeah.
As if you don't have the combos that you need at the right time, it's going to feel almost impossible to break through certain choke points in a map, or even gain the checkpoint, especially on this map, even though it is one of the sort of, I guess, easier ones to get out of certain maps in Rainmaker.
Yeah, I think the thing with this map is the fact it's not the getting the check, it's getting past the check.
Yes.
It's getting through that massive choke point. And yesterday, Infrared showed they aren't very good at doing that with the comp they were running. They were running, I think, if I remember correctly, it was a Bucket, Dynamo, Custom Blaster, Rapid Deco.
I think so.
So they'll need to switch something up if they can do that. I don't think the Double Blaster will work here. They need something that can paint the floor, and that was what they were critically lacking yesterday. So, you know, I think the Infrared's got, you know, they know what they need to do. I think Chewits just need to keep doing what they're doing at this point. They have no reason to change. They've got the grace of Game 5 as well. So they're definitely not on the back foot. They're going to be basically trying to win the game now. And it doesn't matter if they lose.
Yeah, and you mentioned Infrared struggling to get past that choke point. Sometimes you need a weapon to run in there that can sort of self-sustain itself and have a decent amount of range, so you're able to fight against that top right side, the height advantage, and also further forward. As we're going to see the competitions come out here, we do see a vanilla Tri-Slosher, which also has that Inkjet and the Toxic Mist, which is actually very good on this map mode.
Very, very different comp coming out from Infrared here compared to what they were running yesterday. Also, no backline on either team here. Well, I guess the Dynamo, if you want to count that as a backline.
Yeah.
Toxic Mist out from Jasmine as well is going to be really helpful on their defenses. As we see the first engagements happening in this 3, firing toward the right side. And he's going to poke top mid with the Dynamo. Is he going to be able to get one? No, he gets picked himself. The first pick goes towards Chewits Mafia. However, Chewits Mafia goes 3 down on their own. And Channel is the last alive. I don't know what happened there. The rain is going to be run toward the first check, and they're immediately going to get checkpoint with no resistance.
Infrared won the 3v3 on the left side, and Jakey got a huge Zuka as well, as Jasmine is going to keep on pressurizing Chewits with that Inkjet binding 2. They're not even able to jump back. They're just taken out immediately. Jess running the Rainmaker down to 24. Will Infrared be able to pop it again? It's only 2 members up, and Chewits have 3 now, so likely not. But a trade, and Andy just getting Chris on the jump down. Chris was too eager to get back into middle, as Andy is going to provide jump ins, and that tactical Infrared could look to keep this going.
incredibly good first push, right? Red, this is exactly what they needed. They have all the resources in the world to defend. If they can just keep this up for the rest of the game, maybe even get another push that's even bigger, this would be amazing. However, as we see, Chewits are running towards the first checkpoint here. Are they going to be able to get it? 2 go down for Infrared. Checkpoint is going to be completely free. However, the first of the toxic miss spam is happening. This is what I was talking about. Jasmine is going to keep spamming the miss. It's going to be very difficult for Chewits Mafia to break the check here. And he's going to fight Chano on the rail, gets the trade. But still, they just haven't got the resources to break through the choke point here.
Yeah, Ips does not have enough room to run through just yet, and now that Zuka has gone down, but the Dynamo is still a risk, and this Inkjet gets popped. The cycling of the specials not allowing Chewits to move the Rainmaker forward, as their first push attempt will not be enough to take the lead, but they still have 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, this is what I mean when I said the toxic mismatch. You cannot break through it. It's an absolute nightmare. And it's still happening even on the offense here. As Infrared run through toward the left side. Chano does get one with the bomb. He's going to strike the choke point out. That's going to really dislocate everyone. He's actually going to pinch Jasmine and Jakey into the corner. Jakey jumps out. That's a near clear out. But they don't know Jasmine's there. Never mind, Jasmine does finally jump out. Good defense from Chewits Mafia, but it's not over yet for them. They need to get the rain toward the right side and through that choke point as soon as possible. And it's not a good start. They've already been one down.
Yeah, but Chewits only have one Zuka available to them right now, which is going to be used, and it's not able to find it yet. Jess, maybe moving in too early, does manage to jump out and keep her life. The Inkjet on the right side. Will it be able to find impact? Savage and Chris finding one with the Zuka as Chewits keep the mid control, but Andy is there somehow. He's going to get removed. And now Chewits, all 4 members diving into Splat, looking to find the kills to open up the space for that Rainmaker. The strikes will be used, but the Zuka will get the kill on the Rainmaker. That's going to slow them down a lot. Samage, will he be able to stay in this position and stay alive? The Rainmaker moving forward, down to 30, and they will not be able to move any further. Infrared close to specials, and so are Chewits, but there's only 2 members standing. However, will the Zuka strike? They have them available, but they're going to wait for their teammates for now. Zuka pop, but so the Rainmaker drops, and so will Jess onto Samage and take him down as he tries to get killed with the special. Chris on this right side alone. Oh, that's too much to handle as Infrared keep the game in their control for now.
I think Infrared are going to have to play much more defense from now on. They know they can defend very well, as they've just shown. The misman was insane there. I don't know if you saw it. Chewits had a moment, missed it, where Jasmine was not alive to throw toxicness, but they just did not move in time. As Jasmine doesn't get the pick, one goes down, Chris 3 does go down for Chewits Mafia. Chano goes down as well. The Rain's on the right. There's no one on defense apart from the respawn. Chewy and Chris is alone, defending a 1v4 here. The Zuka's out. It's going to get 1, it's going to get 2. And using the bottom right, poking everyone out. It's not enough to get any more points. However, if anyone taking the Rain is going to be able to get it. No, Chewits do drop it back, and he jumps out. And oh, this could be bad. This could be bad for Infrared.
Infrared had to run forward because there was 20 seconds left on the Rainmaker, but maybe the teammates shouldn't have gone in support. They go 2 down, and then Chewits immediately get middle off the back of that. Infrared have the Zuka though, and they will eliminate the Rainmaker, but the fight deep on Plat. Chano will not be able to get enough to blow Plat wide open for Chewits to go forward. 3 members will still be there. There will still be a fight here as Zuka is available on both sides almost. Chris uses his 1 shot remaining, will force a jump out, but those members are still alive as Infrared pop their Zuka. Will the shot be able to take down the Rainmaker, but they've set up the toxic miss. Will be able to get anything. The Zuka doesn't get the Rainmaker.
Savage gets 3. It's just the Andy, and he's the last alive. Chewits Mafia are going to run in. They get a full white. The flag works. Ips is going to try and tug the Rain here. Is he going to be able to? No, he's not. There's just too much spray on the Rainmaker pedestal. This is awful for Infrared. Jasmine tries to pop Rain. They're 3 down. Jasmine has to pick up Rain. This is the last person. They're still fighting on the plat. Jasmine is completely alone. Christopher still on the plat. Go down. Finally, Infrared can get control. However, now it's going to begin again with sharking everywhere. As you can see, Chano is sharking. He's going to go down though. This could be really big. Jasmine has to move the Rain forward here before they get retreat. Okay, it's now a 3v3. We have to score. We don't have the toxic miss either. That was the one saving grace that they had. They don't have it because Jasmine's holding the Rain. They just need to get a pick here. Jess goes down. This could be really bad for Infrared here.
Infrared have limited time and limited resources as their only special online is going to be the Zuka soon. But this Rainmaker has to be able to move forward, but it's going to be so difficult. They'd have to brute force their way to it, have 2 Zukas online. It's almost impossible as they will eliminate the Rainmaker and take the game away from Infrared.
I was mentioning, I saw during that game that I saw someone was flanking on the left side that wasn't Andy, and it worked beautifully for Chewits Mafia. Caught everyone off guard. It completely wiped their team, and it gave them the win. practically for free as they ran across the flat with the rain. That was masterful at the end from Chewits Mafia.
Yep. And that's the Chewits you want to see going forward if, you know, you're expecting them or wanting them to make a deep run.
Yeah. That's it for Infrared then.
Yeah.
Infrared are now out of the tourney. They come fourth.
Unfortunately going out, and you know, it's not even like they played poorly.
It's not, no.
Having to have an emergency sub as well. But yeah, a great showing from them. They're probably going to be disappointed with the fact that they lost.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that gameplay in itself is nothing to be ashamed of.
So,
Wow,
Chewits are now
everyone,
going to
how
go on and
exciting of a
fight
set was
one
that?
of Yule's Mammothly or Distinct. That set's
Can
going to
we
be
please
next.
give it up for our winners,
In the
Chewits
meantime,
Mafia
however,
Sparking
I
Flavor?
think we should be going into a short break. Yep. So, anything you want to say?
But before
No,
everyone
just
heads
stay
out,
tuned
I would also like to
and,
ask
enjoy the rest of the
Infrared
tournament.
to come join me at the front here before you guys go and sit back down. Please come join me at the front when it begins.
I don't think they've realized that we've
still
transitioned to break.
Thank you, Time Cheeky. To be fair, they do have to get everything so that the other two can go and play. So, unfortunately, we do have our first team eliminated out of the tournament. But can we please give it up one final time for Jess, Jasmine, Auntie, and Jakey in the I'd like to say you guys definitely put up some performances both yesterday and today, so I do think you guys should be proud of yourselves for making it this far. I'm just going to pass the microphone down the line, and if anyone wants to say anything, then do feel free.
We probably should have practiced. that might have been good, but Jake should have practiced. It's crazy, but I don't have to play the game anymore, so we'll stay winning.
I don't think Jakey should have went 52. That is my opinion. It's kind of like a domino effect.
Basically, it was all Jake's fault. I think my comrades have said enough. Like, you should have been there when you weren't. No, I'm joking. Rocky 80 will be proud. Rocky 80 will be proud.
It's all my fault. I mean, considering that the last time I played was the qualifier, and the qualifier we played was the first qualifier, so it's been 3 months. Played one Zendoku set. I put up a good fight. You know, I'm quite proud of myself. Yeah, and that's my final game of Splatoon. Never have to play it ever again in my life. So let's go. Come on. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I love you, Rocky.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Please give it up for your 4th place team, Infrared! All I will say is please make sure you guys come back at least for the award ceremony at the end of the day. But thank you. That was Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor versus Infrared Chewits Mafia. Proceeding on throughout the bracket, next to fight the loser of this next set, which will be Yours Mammothly versus Distinct, our upper bracket. I believe this is winners finals right now. The winner of this set will be given a place straight to grand finals at the end of today. But the loser of this, not quite out yet. They will get another chance to redeem themselves in losers finals, which will be after this. But everyone, stay hype, stay energized. We will have Yours Mammothly versus Distinct in just a few minutes.
welcome back to the Splat Legacy. We've already lost a team, and now we have 2 other teams in front of us here for winners finals. The team that wins this will be qualified directly to the grand finals. I am Pat here with Slap. I'm so glad.
Yeah, oh my god, genuinely we're here together. It's so awesome. If you guys don't know, we cast a online tournament called Paddling Pool quite a bit. It's so weird. Yeah. It's so weird hearing you be like, hello everybody and welcome back, and not hearing like to Paddling Pool 293. It's it's genuinely so weird. Obviously because, yeah, no, like, to me you're foreign as well because you're not in England, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy that we're just here sitting next to each other live in living color here for Splat Legacy Day 2 Winners Finals, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, these teams have given us incredible games and have shown us what we can do. I love the ambience, like all that we've had today and yesterday. And honestly, I can't wait to see more, and these 2 teams are going to give us the show. That's the 2 teams that have won their semi-finals. Yours Mammothly on the one side, the giant of this tournament.
Yes, the giant of this tournament so far. I haven't, like, I've been watching and stuff. I don't know if, like, I haven't been keeping track of the stats, but, like, I don't know how many games they've lost. They clearly haven't lost a set at all. Yep. Like, genuinely, they have been the most dominant team by far in this tournament. And a team that I didn't really expect to be talking about here in Winners Finals, distinct, shocking everybody, and going over Chewit Sparking Flavor.
They've stepped up. Remember, they were the last qualified team. During the qualifiers, Distinct lost to every team that qualified.
You know, second in the first one, second in the second one, and just barely was able to scrape by Retroma in that third one. And you know what, like, I know I've spoken to a lot of people. Not many people had high expectations for Distinct at this event. Yeah. But genuinely, they have shocked all of us, and they've proved why they deserve to be here in this tournament. And they're here in Winners Finals.
Yeah, and in the group stage, they got to be the third seed. They lost to Chewit. But then in the semis, when it counted, they won. Now they're going against seed number 1 of this tournament, the team that beat them in day 1. We'll see how they're able to do, but they've shown that you cannot count them out.
100%. I mean, they've done it before. They can do it again. Genuinely. But you know what, we're just going to have to see really when we go in. I believe we're going to be starting on Museum di Alfonsino Clam Blitz.
Yeah, that's going to be it. And honestly, it's one of my favorite Clams map because you have really a huge dynamic that creates itself. You can really log the other team onto their platform if you keep control over mid. It's very rough to defend your own platform, but there are ways to get out, there are ways to push away, but they're really a game of can you maintain that attack, can you maintain the pressure, and let's see what these teams are bringing. It's time to see the games now.
Time to get in here. Game 1 of Winners Finals of Splat Legacy Day 2.
Yeah, yours Mammothly bringing back the Decapitator and of course the brush by Spore.
Yeah, Spore coming out with the brush again, and the Distinct going for their tried and true. I don't really think you see any players on Distinct play too many different weapons. But here we are going straight in here. You've already got Tame. Spore already gone down. Tame versus Snipes. Once again, a battle of the swords. You can see that a lot. Tame goes in, but Takimi able to put a stop to him with Snipes. Now 2 players down on both. Pamoosh, and it's a wipeout on the side of yours Mammothly. This could be absolutely amazing for Distinct if they're just able to dunk a Clam, and there we go. They get first blood.
Distinct opening the score right now. They need to put more Clams in if they want to keep it open, and that's exactly what they do. 68 and counting more Clams going in.
Oh my, are we going to see another wipeout? Yes, we do! Yes, we do!
What is happening? What is this Distinct team? They're not stopping 50. They're halfway there. Defending as much as they can with 3 down, but and on that push, another wipeout. In 1 minute, we had 3 wipeouts, Slap.
3 wipeouts, 1 minute, 38 points remaining for Distinct. What an explosive start to this game, but this is where yours Mammothly truly shine on the offensive. They're so good at getting in, they're so aggressive with their composition, they're so aggressive at getting in. Oh, look at that, you've already got the brush and the Decapitator coming round to the the Rush, sorry, is able to trade in Tiger, putting a stop to Snipes as well. And it looks like, oh my god, Tiger again! Defending both of those power clamps. Yours mammothly can't find it.
It is not stopping yours, Mammothly, as still around. They make another super clam. Just to push again, but they're struggling to get in. Distinct still defending pretty strongly right now. Yours Mammothly maintaining that pressure. Now they know that they cannot rush, but they need to keep that control and taping down is going to allow them to move forward a bit more. The double is up and Snipes is getting in. Opening the score. Yours Mammothly has pointed.
Tiger trying to put a stop to it with the inkjet. Oh, sorry, the Zuka there. I don't know why I got it confused. I'm still thinking of Jasmine with the inkjet from the last set, but there we go. And yours Mammothly's push has already come to a stop, only getting 77 points remaining, but they do have another power clam up. They still have so much more of a capacity to go in here. Snipes going up, doesn't get the kill on Tame though.
This thing is countering everything that Yours has been doing in this whole game right now. Back into mid, back in attack position, and ready to get in. There's a lot of phase around, but it doesn't matter. Distinct still trying to get forward. Yours Mammothly. Okay, getting the Splat now, getting another wipe out. It's not stopping. They're burning in and through. That's just a few more claps and they could get the lead.
Yeah, very much almost lead, but it's looking like right now at least Distinct have their basket unlocked, but Yoshell poking in with the pencil. We have Snipes coming up as well, and they're throwing more claps in the basket, and they're able to get the lead just with the speed of their comp, their ability to be able to run it with the Rush, be able to run it with the Decapitator. They're able to just keep getting in, and Distinct get wiped out, and there we go. 21 points remaining, and it still doesn't look like they're relenting for a second pass.
They're not stopping. They let the basket close, but they know that they can simply stay on that platform. Snipes getting a double with the Decapitator. Holding that ground. Another bubbler is going to come up. Another super clam is going to run to the basket now with all of their special. Those Mammothly are not stopping the attack.
The bubble got shredded there. Afro now going in from behind. Can they get two? They get two. Do we see three? No, we don't. Small puts an end to it, but there is Tame, and there is the wipe out once again. Distinct now finally taking this game back just a little bit.
There's 1 minute left in this game, Splat. Distinct needs to step up again, repeat the push that they had at the start of this game, but now they're facing the Yours Mammothly that got up to the base wall. Down onto Distinct right now. Spore getting in there with the brush is going to punish that jump. That is so rough right now. Tiger, the last line of defense is going to fall as well. Spore dancing around, getting the jumps in. There's no super clam for Yours Mammothly, but they don't care. They know that there's only 20 seconds left in this game and they have the lead.
There we go, 18 seconds left. Bubbler goes up. It looks like it's going to get shredded right away. Yoshell just hanging back with the pencil with that power clam on deck whenever they need it. Snipes gets money for jumping in, but I don't see a power clam in sight for Distinct.
What about clams?
They
don't
don't
have a single clam. They need them start right now. It's not going to be overtime. Yours Mammothly gets game number 1.
But what a close game. Look at how many points were in between that. Distinct just needed to defend that little bit harder. Or Yours Mammothly just, they just weren't faltering at all on the attack.
Slap, we have to stop presenting Distinct as the underdog.
Exactly.
They're here to play. They're here to play.
Exactly.
They are on par with Yours Mammothly and really bringing the fight. Yours Mammothly with the experience of that top level, with more speed, with like these positions that they were able to take, clawing their way back, getting the lead back, and honestly showing what the experience does. But Distinct clearly getting there, clearly being able to take these fights and win them.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, just looking at Yours Mammothly, you know, you've got Spore, you've got Snipes, you've got Yoshell, you've got Takimi, you've got, like, names that I believe everybody in that room over there knows, and, like, just the amount of experience, the amount of power that they have on their team is just absolutely incredible. And then aside of Distinct, it's just able to keep up this well with them. Yeah. Like, it's genuinely insane to see.
Yeah, Distinct is there to remind us that the future of the UK
Exactly.
is there, that we have it, and that it's going to keep being awesome in the UK scene for a long, long time.
Exactly. When we get our third kits, everybody comes back to the lands, you know. Like, honestly though, that genuinely, it looks a tiny bit bleak, but I believe that the UK scene is going to be completely fine.
It's not looking bleak at all to me.
Oh yeah, no. It's like this is the last. I don't know if this is like. I mean, it's said that this might be the last event that a certain TO is going to be running, but I'm not going to be counting that for a single second.
We'll see what the future holds, but for sure the present is very much awesome. I can't wait to see more. It's just game one. It's just
100%,
game one.
100%.
Now
An
we're
insanely close game one.
Now we're going to the counter pick by Distinct. Pixel, if you can show us what it
Hey,
is.
Hagglefish zones.
Hagglefish zones. It's
tried and true.
Tried and true.
Tried and true. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. I always say, in Smash Bros, it's the Pokemon Stadium 2 of this game because everybody likes that stage.
Yeah. And when you're fighting at that level, at that pressure, in winners finals of a LAN, you want to go with a tried and true. The thing that you know what you're going to do with your eyes closed. And Tame is bringing the charcoal. We're going to have some ink gem.
Yeah, we're going to have an ink gem. We're also on the side of Tiger. They're bringing that V-roller or the order roller in. Going to have that curling bomb and that bubbler as well. Because of course, Cavitated Charcoal does not have that bubbler. But here we are. We're already seeing zone becapped by Distinct getting the first 2 points. But there we go. Yours Mammothly losing control again though. But we're just seeing players get staggered on either side. But here comes Spore from behind trying to go for Mood. The powerful bow. And there's a wipeout already. And there we go. Yours Mammothly taking charge of that. So Mood is such an integral part to the team comp that Distinct have. Like it's like a weird team comp to see, but it works so well.
They work incredibly well together, but the problem with
3 down.
Oh wait, never
Wipeout.
Distinct answering the wipeout with a wipeout, getting the zone, getting the control, painting all around. It's on yours, but also to prepare a push now. They're getting their smash with the bubbler. Is ready. The strikes are waiting. That's going to be the good for yours. They're getting in. The Tiger denying the entry thanks to a bubbler of their own. And now yours and Motley are behind.
The splash goes down as well. There we go. Tiger going down. Snipes coming around this left side here. Mood pulls them out with it though. Here we go. Snipes getting in, putting the bubbler down right there. Using reinforcements to decap. Goes down as well, and there we go. Yours and Mammothly have got back in charge of this zone here. Strikes coming out. We're seeing Spore just ready to go in. There we go. But you know what? Distinct are staying back. They're staying humble. They're getting ready to push in. There we go. We've got Chumps. We've got Jet. We've got Zuko online as well. There we go. Everything being used at the same time. This is going to be the retake from Distinct. If they could get in with yours Mammothly with the defense, they're just keeping the zone in their color.
No,
quick play.
Not enough. A penalty was applied just in an instant thanks to the big bubbler by Tiger. They paid it. They used all of their specials. They lost 2 players. And now Distinct needs to prepare another push snap. It's back to the drawing board as Spore is simply trying to sneak his way back in there.
Oh, look at that. Mooj has already counted them out. They're throwing all of those little darts down at him. And Spore having to retreat back a little bit. Takimi throwing out those strikes. Afro goes down. We've got Soda up. We've got Chumps going in. There we go. Yours Mammothly take the lead. Now Distinct have to push in with 20 ticks left. They need to be getting this zone quickly, Pat.
But Jetpack by Tame not able to find the Splat right now. Distinct needs to get in this, needs to paint. They need to paint the movement match. Oh, but Decapitator Tame is the last one standing. Trying to paint, but that's not enough. That's not going to work. Game number 3. Game number 2 goes to yours Mammothly.
Honestly, I'm genuinely on the edge of my seat right now. Genuinely, these sets are so close. They're so fast-paced. I genuinely cannot keep up with this in my head. The excitement is palpable.
These players are going so fast and so hard, dodging and attacking with incredible positioning that both of these teams are showing us right there. It's really a showcase that we want to have. It's really the legacy that's being set up by these teams. See what I did?
Yes. No, I did see what you did there. Very, very smart, you know. Yeah. Yeah, now Distinct are going to be going and getting another counter pick in their own, but that's got to feel a little bit disheartening losing on your own counter pick, like just in general. But again, at the LAN, I feel like this is like one of the first tournaments Distinct are, or maybe even if the first tournament that Distinct are going to be able to play at a LAN together in person. Yeah. And it's like, you've got that pressure on your shoulders already, and then able to make winners finals, that pressure is just even bigger now.
Yeah, it's not stopping. And you have to make do with it. You have to get used to it. This is maybe their first LAN, but it's certainly not their first tournament. This is certainly not the first time that they are down and that they have to mount a comeback. They know, they have a mindset to keep their head in the game and know, okay, let's go to our next counter pick and let's just play harder, play faster, get more splats. And honestly, Distinct a bit more successful on their pushes. They were not that far from taking control several times. They managed to do it incredibly well at the start of the game. If they do that again once or twice, we know that they can get the victory. It's just that Yours Monopoly is waiting for them. Yours Monopoly knows that they cannot underestimate them, and Yours Monopoly is bringing us their A game today.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yours Mammothly has just been on it every single game that they've played. Like, we have not seen them falter once. Yeah. And it's like, you've got such competition coming here. Like, it's just genuinely amazing to see. And here we are, game 3 is starting. We are going to be going to Rainmaker Scorch. Gorge now. This could be maybe the final lifeline for Distinct to get back into this. Wonder what we're going to be seeing. Yeah, going straight back to the exact same team comps as last time, except Mood is switching off of that the chomp bow.
Yeah, I mean, these Toxic Mist and the Well will be able to threaten the Rainmaker and help a lot more this play right there. Now it looks like this team has a bit more control around the Rainmaker, but oh well, Yours Monopoly just lost their rush right there. Fight is going the way of this team. Well, both teams are still fighting, trying to find an opening, trying to find a way in. Takimi getting one with Bazooka, almost getting 2 more, but not able to find it. It doesn't matter. Tame is the last turning. That's a wipeout, and that's going to be an easy checkpoint for Yours Monopoly.
Yeah, they've got in this point now, though, and this is honestly so easy to snowball, and oh no, Afro falling down. That's so unfortunate, just as the observer switches to him. Like Pixel knew what was happening there, just saw him at the edge of the map. But there we are, Tiger going in, able to just crush Spore with the roller there, and it looks like Yoshell is about to be bombarded. But 2 people have gone down on either side now. It's just Tame trying to fight off Snipes, and there we go, the Jet coming out, the Zuka coming out, but the Zuka just can't find Yoshell.
Yoshell, how did he survive that? That was incredible, and right now 2 down onto Distinct. They really need to defend it. We are 25 and Yoshell still. Okay, Yoshell is going to get to 22, but with the big bubbler, Yours Monopoly is still fighting for that pop, are going to get more points.
As I said, look at the team comp they're running. They've got Decav, they've got Brush, they've got Shot. They're playing so aggressive, and you know what? It's definitely working out for them. Look at that. They've got the Rainmaker in a dodgy spot like that. 22 points remaining. They've got so much pain in the spawn of this thing. It's going to take ages for them to get out.
Yeah, I mean, at least being able to let the Rainmaker reset is going to allow Distinct to breathe a little bit. But they lost 2 players again, trying to take the ground, but Yours Monopoly let them have. Right now, Yours Monopoly are back on the attack. About to get past that checkpoint again. Yoshell dodging every special like it's nothing. And simply holding their ground. They know that they can wait as much as they want in this group, but they already have a huge lead over there.
Distinct is always so staggered, though. It looks like every time I'm looking up at the top there, just a member of Distinct is down. There we go. We see 2 from Moods there. The bubbler getting shredded. It's only Takimi up over there. Tame goes down, though. It's Tiger goes down, though. Takimi's still there. Do we see 3? We do see 3. A trade. It's only Mooch up, but we've got Spore coming in to pick up the pieces, getting the Rainmaker. Tame is already jumping back, but there we go. That is 3 down for Yours Mammothly. And finally, maybe Distinct can just breathe a little, and there we go. The Killer Whale locks onto Takimi before they can even have a chance of getting in. But you've already got Tame going down.
It's not stopping right there. Even with numbers advantage, even with the feint, it doesn't matter. Yours Mammothly is the team moving forward, taking, like, controlling the pace of the game, controlling everything that's happening. And this team is playing catch up as much as they can, but it's not working. Take is down again, and Zuka is, well, okay, that's another wipeout. That's always simply going in with the rain.
Waiting again, waiting for something else. Spore, Snipe setting up that bubbler. We've already got shot going down for Distinct, but there we go, the Jet putting an end to 2. Do we see 3 come from it? Shell and that is Takimi, yeah, standing at the back there. But still, they've just taken that spot there, and they haven't let Distinct out.
It's not stopping. It's so rough for Distinct right now. Mooch is going to drop to the side, not reset right away, but trying to get back into it. And honestly, with 1 minute left into the game, Distinct needs everything that they have. They cannot let the Rainmaker die, and 2 players down. Mooch needs to... And Spore is already hit there.
Pots the killer whale as well. Tiger having a dance around it. This just genuinely is not what you want to see for Distinct right now, but there we go. Spore has gone down. Afro going down to the Rainmaker though. Like, I like what they were doing, trying to push up that right side, knowing that yours Mammothly, they were just stuck around that left side and just pushing them out from that way. But it just didn't come to fruition. Mooch goes down, Spore down again, but they're just getting so staggered every single second.
It's another wipeout, and with just 10 seconds left. What?
Okay. I feel like that was just a nice little dink, you know, from the bow.
Wait, got that.
We're in overtime. They get it, but Spore's there.
Yeah.
Spore is there, and that is it. 3-0. But that was still insanely close, those first 2 games. Those first 2 games could have gone either way. But yours Mammothly just knew exactly what they were doing here.
I mean, Distinct was fighting so hard, playing so well. And then yours Mammothly decided it was enough. They had enough. They've seen, okay, you're worthy. Let's end this. Let's end this now.
You know, I see you beat Chewits. Yeah, no, I see what happened there. But, you know, we'll take you out now. But, yeah, no, they're not out of the tournament completely, though. As a reminder, this is winners' final. Well, was winners' finals.
Yeah.
And so that means that we are going to be seeing Distinct in just a second for losers' finals, where we're going to see them against Chewits again.
Yep. They are going to go against Chewits, sparking favor again. We'll see that right after a short break. Do not go anywhere.
And see you all soon. See you all soon. See you all soon.
See you soon. Pixel.
See you all soon. Your Mammothly wins!
PB.
No, yeah, you were great. And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Splat Legacy 2024 Day 2. My name is Crystal, and I am joined by Nebula. We are here for Losers Finals, Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor versus Distinct, a matchup that we saw kind of very viciously yesterday with a very interesting result. And one of these teams, both of us are quite familiar with, I'd say.
Yeah. From on their side, on the server, to the opposing side as well for myself. But this is a good one. This is a very intense rematch of a match that was very high stakes yesterday. Obviously, the winner's semi-final going into the favor of Distinct, them converting an upset over Chewits. And now they get this rematch here for the opportunity to go into that grand finals against Yours Mammothly, which both of these teams have played. Distinct, the only one to have faced off against them in the playoffs just now, as we saw, which was very dominant to Yours Mammothly. So both of these teams are going to want to have to absolutely bring it to them if they conquer this series.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, Chewits Mafia, it was such, I think, a crazy turnaround for Distinct when they did actually manage to come out on top, because Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor is a team that ever since they qualified, and we saw them at Vibes Volume 2, we thought that they were going to be one of the teams that were on top of their game this tournament. But Distinct just catching them off guard. But I did happen to catch one of the players of Chewits channel after their set where they beat Infrared, and they said that all they need to do is just stop panicking and they will be A-okay for this set, which I think is pretty good advice for your teammates. You don't want to be panicking mid-set.
Yeah, it's simple, but easier said than done, you know?
Yeah,
when it's this sort of pressure, this sort of environment, when like there's been so many months of tournaments and qualifiers building up to this, and as you mentioned, I mean, from order of qualification, this is the 1st and 4th seed.
Yeah.
So again, the matchup previously going that way of Distinct is a statement for them, but doing it twice is a different level. And if they were able to do it, it would just be a really strong solidification of what they're able to do.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing I think that Chewits have a lot of is synergy. We saw them last set having a little huddle round after losing that first game, and that's when things completely switched. But enough talking about ifs. We are getting straight into this game. Distinct versus Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor. Both teams running a pretty typical comp, except we are seeing Chano on this V-Try. We know him as this bucket player, but opting to go for the vanilla Tri-Slosher, which we actually saw Jasmine play when they fought Chewits Mafia on this map earlier. Now both teams fighting for the pot, but Distinct managing to come out on top here. Mooj using that bow's range to just try and get people out of range, out of that mid. But then Tame going in just a bit aggressively and getting cleaned up by Epson Savage.
Already 3 down on the side of Distinct, and Chewits are going to keep this push going with these strikes from Savage, and just more and more kills keep on coming through. They get the checkpoint on the right side within the first 30 seconds, and Savage is going to go on a long flank against Tame, gets the fight. Tiger on the plat, completely isolated, will be taken out as well. 40 seconds in, and Chewits only have 30 points left.
This is an absolutely crazy switch up that we're seeing from Chewits Mafia here. A lovely dominant start that if you are a Chewits fan, you will love to see. Rainmaker already passed the checkpoint, already through onto their plat, getting a few more points in. Savage getting another pick as well, forcing himself back into mid, but still gets that pick. And Pop is going to be Chewits.
It's only Tiger. It's only the Carbon and the Zuka. Chewits get to 6, but they will not get to knockout. Distinct stay alive in the game for now, but it's already so much pressure within the first minute. Savage looking to find Tame, but the Rainmaker has already dropped. He will not be able to get any sort of objective push on this. How is he still alive? Against 2, fighting Mooj, potentially able to get the shots, but late enough to where Mooj is able to find a trade. Chewits still have mid control and the Rainmaker, and they're going to look to continue fighting this plat as Distinct don't even know if there's a flank or not.
And I mean, hey, look at this score. We're already about only a minute and a half into this game, and they're already up to 6. Tame manages to get this pick in the channel and still fighting for this pop, but Distinct have one hell of a way to go. Chris getting taken down immediately by this Decapitator, a weapon that we've been seeing on the rise recently in the comp scene, just looking so strong. Missed, just hounding this checkpoint. Chano maybe seeing what it did to them during their fight against Infrared and trying to use it to their advantage, but Chris 3 now here, the lone defense at the moment of this check. Manages to get the pick on Afro, but it's just a bit too late. Getting the pick on Tiger as well. Chewits, sorry, managing to get this pop. Tame now dropped into pit, pops the bubble as well. Chewits just need to make sure they can defend this Rainmaker and then get it back towards this middle side. Afro now also towards this bottom left as Chewits decide to make a push through mid.
Yeah, Chewits were a bit staggered, which allowed Distinct to get that checkpoint, but they turned the fight back into their favor as Distinct will look to do the same right now as they remove Chris from the right-hand side. Only 2 members of Chewits standing, but the Toxic Mist and the Inkjet will be big stopping points for the side of Chewits. However, Ips is also down. The Tactical is out though, and the Inkjet will come out soon. Distinct look to keep the Rainmaker alive for as long as they can. 2 minutes left as there's 2 members on the side of Distinct also. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough for them to break through. Chewits members dropping in and going in with these Ink Strikes will remove the Rainmaker from the equation as Tiger's jumping in, looking to find what they can, but will have to back right out.
I was going to say, getting this roller down is probably one of the biggest ways that Chewits Mafia are going to be able to get a push through, but Tame just fighting right back, getting a really important pick, and Chano's down as well. It's now a 3v4 in middle here. Chris manages to get the pick on Tame on that extra range with Squeezer, gets another pick with the Zuka as well. Not quite able to find the third with that special, but now Chewits are going to be able to safely get this pop and force the members of Distinct back into their spawn. Zuka comes out from the side of Afro, doesn't manage to find anything. Rainmaker gets picked up by Ems, and he gets taken down straight away. Afro getting taken down by Channel as well as he gets a second. Jet does get popped as well, looking to push back these members of Distinct. They know that Tame's here in this bubble, and with it popped, there's not much else he can do. But Chano still aggressively holding this angle, manages to get out as well. Tame just barely missing that crucial shot onto Chano in that corner.
Distinct desperately claim mid as they are going to have both of their Zukas online soon as they have one of their final opportunities to take the lead. Samage falls to a bomb early. That's what you want if you're Distinct. The Zuka coming out. Only 1 member down on the side of Chewits still. The Zuka won't connect, but the shots will land onto Ips as the Toxic Mist just make it so difficult for Distinct to get through. Tiger with the second Zuka coming out. Will there be any kills for the side of Distinct? Chewits members are not falling yet. The Zuka from Chris will remove the Rainmaker, but Distinct will still find kills with Tiger, but the members will not be alive to continue the push. And with 20 seconds left, game 1 should be in Chewits' hands.
Wipe out there from Chewits Mafia, Sparking Flavor, keeping this Rainmaker in their spawn. 10 seconds left now as well. Distinct not really having any sort of chance to redeem themselves here unless they can get this pop. But Chano here with this Inkjet gets that pick and keeps Distinct away from that Rainmaker. Game 1 solidly going to Chewits Mafia after a very impressive, almost like I'd say a 1 minute into the game push to 24 in their spawn, and then eventually getting it to 6 about 2 minutes into the game. Such a clean push, and I think after seeing the series we had of Chewits versus Distinct yesterday, this is what we were expecting from them. This is the Chewits Sparking Flavor that we know.
Yeah, a much needed game win for Chewits. We saw them just come back from a 1-0 deficit against Infrared, but if you want that momentum, if you want to set the pace in this series, taking that game 1 on the neutral map is definitely what you want. Now, we're going to see the counter pick come out from Distinct here. On the cast yesterday, I spoke with my co-caster about how, Rainmaker can favor them, especially with that bow having the extra pop power. We'll see if they lean towards that. However, they did just lose on Rainmaker, so with the sort of recency bias, I guess you could say, going against them, they may not want to pick back into that and just go to other places of counter.
I was going to say, I think Rainmaker has been a very strong map for the side of Chewits as well. They tend to favor counter-picking it. They like Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge, and as the counter-pick set in, Splat zones Robo Ramen. An interesting map, I like to say. It's one of the more favored zones modes that we have, but it is a map that is so snowbally. If you manage to get this zone and push into their spawn up that ramp, if you have the right holds, it can be so difficult for that enemy team to get out of their spawn and get back to their zone.
Yeah, this is a very interesting pick to me because I assume this is a map that Chewits would like as well, but when you do these counter picks, it's best to focus on yourself and your own team. And I think this Tri-Stringer is going to be able to find a lot of impact on this map if they're able to execute it properly because, I mean, some of the angles you can take and just the fact that middle is quite compact in terms of the range from plat to plat, this bow it's going to have the angles you want. So if they're able to capitalize that and the bow is able to be set up in position, it could be very good for Distinct. But if Chewits keep it to a pace where they're just not allowing Distinct that time to ever set up, it could be very difficult for them to get back into the game.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree. And another thing I'd like to touch on as well is Ips on the side of Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor, switching between that pencil and that zap. The pencil, always good for just some longer range defense, getting a lot of paint down, quick callers, that kind of thing. But also the zap favoring Chewits Mafia's more aggressive playstyle that they like to have and allows him to go more in because Ips likes to be aggressive. But like we said, going into the game now, Chano back on the slosher. Charcoal Decapitator coming out from the side of Tame as well. Same team comp for the side of Distinct. Chewits Mafia, Distinct game 2, Robo Roman zones. Let's see how we like it. Distinct have been looking really, really clean on their opening so far on both days. But Chano and Samage in that bottom right there, getting a pick already. Unfortunately, does go down to Afro, but cleaning it up. Chewits Mafia, if they take down Tiger, should be able to get the zone in their favor.
Chewits instantly cleaning up the entirety of mid, just instantly getting a pick on Tame, who dived in too early, and then another pick at the same time as this Zuka and Teamfight is coming out in Distinct spawn. Chewits want to get a huge lockout early on as the fall-off shots on the bow will deny any chance of an early retake for Distinct as Chewits look to keep up pressure, and they will get special to do so soon.
60 already on our timer, you know. We like to say that's the golden number when you get that opening control of whatever the objective is. 60 is always the one you want to get it to. Samage here fighting for his life in bottom right though, and now Chris with this Zuka manages to get one. Unfortunately, not quite able to find anything else just yet as Distinct do get the zone in their favor, but the strikes coming out from Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor now. Channel unfortunately does go down, but Chewits get the control. Tiger is looking behind Chewits Sam, just opting to go for that jump as Distinct hold control now and look for a push into their spawn.
I don't know how Tiger got there, but the fact that they were behind just forces Chewits to back off, as otherwise they would have been pincered. Samage immediately, Zuka gets a member of Distinct off the board, and now the chumps will come out, and Chewits look to move forward into this zone. Tiger not able to get the kill yet, but importantly will stay alive. Mooj being hunted down, but Tame jumps in, no kills yet. Chris will go down, and now Tame climbing up the wall, looking to go back into the zone. Ips wants to deny any opportunity of members moving forward, and he will do just that. And now the tri-strikes will come out to support. Ooh, Tiger, no shots connected with the Zuka just yet, but a fight is still going on as Tiger will look for Chris, but won't find it. Tame, though.
Tame, I mean, one of the really, really important members of Distinct, but one thing I'd like to mention briefly, Ips has been doing a really, really good job so far today of keeping an eye on where every single member of Distinct is. His game knowledge is just so, so good. But as I say that, Tame manages to take down Ips, but Tame falls to the splat bomb that was in the hands of Chano. Chris 3 now fighting on the zone, manages to trade out Afro, and now it's all up to Samage and Chano as Ips makes his way back into the zone. But Tame manages to go down. And now the strike's going to their spawn. 35 ticks left for Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor. They just need to hold this for as long as they possibly can and stop Distinct from getting back into their zone.
It was absolute chaos on the zone, but no flip for the side of Distinct. That's what they need right now if they want to keep this game going. Zuka looking for Ips. Ips will stay standing. However, Distinct will get the cap to extend this game. Afro moving forward, claims one before he falls. Mooj now looking for the shots and the angles onto the enemy plat, but Distinct got the job done and got the zone.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, Chris 3, we've been looking at him a lot recently of how good he is on this squeezer. Definitely a player that I think we should highlight on the side of Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor, making the weapon, despite its changes, still looks so good. And now Chewits Mafia getting the zone back in their favor, but Afro is coming on a bit of a side angle here. It's looking like Chewits are going to try and get him out of there. Chris opting to go for the fight against Tame with this jet, but Tame in this jet is just so, so good. And with Chris going down, this is going to be Distinct getting hold of this zone. Ips is pushed so, so far back. Samage. And even though he is on this pencil, Samage is so far forward, manages to get a pick as well. And now Chewits looking to get a bit more control in this zone. Ips on this pencil just looking to paint as much as he can. The bubble does go up. That will stop that painting from Chewits just a little bit. Chano, unfortunately, putting one of those strikes where it wasn't quite meant to be. And Distinct hold control of this zone just a little bit longer as another member of Chewits goes down. But Samage is behind them and manages to get one, manages to get two as well. Unfortunately falls, but it's now a 1v3 for Distinct. Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor should be able to get the zone back right here.
Chewits, they look like they were crumbling, but the zone flips back in their favor. They're going to need some better special management than they did on those retakes. We saw twice some really early specials coming out. Chris will fall to a bomb, it seems like. Chano has the strikes available. The Zuka will come out now. All specials for the side of Chewits. That means they need kills from them. Only one, though. Chano stuck in the shots from Mooj. Chewits all grouped on the zone. Samage falls. There's a flank. There's a pincer. Distinct could fight and take this zone. Afro on the side. Chewits so close to a knockout, but Distinct will claim the zone and have it going into overtime. Afro needed to connect that shot onto Samage, and they will. Chewits are back on their plat, and with 10 seconds left going into OT, Distinct have zone, but they are only close to Inkjet.
This is such a close game for both of these teams. Chewits Mafia need to get this retake sooner rather than later, but Afro just trying to get the pick, but Samage unfortunately does go down to the Inkjet, and now with the penalty going down for the side of Distinct, the strikes come out, but it might be a bit too late. The zone neutrals, and Chewits managed to get the zone when Distinct had one tick left to be able to get the lead. Chewits take it back in the last second and put themselves 2-0 up. I mean, what a way to end that game. That was absolutely incredible. The perfect timing of those strikes from Chano. And I mean, after we thought all hope was lost from them in those last few seconds, that was one hell of a way to win that game.
How the hell did that game play out in that fashion?
And we have a Chris DC, probably because of a pop-off, I have to
I mean,
we had that a few times last time.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times where you just see a player poof off the screen as soon as the game ends, but wow, that was crazy. That was crazy back and forth. And
I think we need a breather after that one. That was
I mean, let alone us, the players and the people in the crowd as well.
Yeah.
Everyone, but you know, we got to keep the series going. That's the whole reason. It's as crazy as it is, but being Distinct when going to 0-2 from a game like that, that is just.
That's rough.
It doesn't represent how, especially that game has played out. Not necessarily both of the games, but that game was so back and forth.
I mean,
I'd say it was in Distinct's hands for a lot of it, but it was just heroics near to the end that got Chewits over the line.
This map mode is one that is so volatile overall. I mean, Splat Zone's Robo Roman, it can be so back and forth, but also so snowbally at the exact same time. It's just such an explosive map mode, which I guess is why teams don't really tend to go for it that often if they're not fully confident on it. It's a map you have to be really confident on to be sure that you're going to be able to get that lead early.
Yeah.
Because, like we said, it's just so much happening all at the same time. But our third map mode in this BO5 is going to be Splat Zone's Hagglefish Market 1 that we saw Chewits Mafia play on earlier and, in fact, lose to Infrared on.
Yeah.
In the last few minutes, I'd like to point out as well.
This is a very interesting pick from Distinct, but honestly, I think on paper it could work out pretty well for them, especially with, I mean, if they're sticking on this bow, it's quite a narrow area that you have to stand on in court, firing over those stacks. If you're able to get those shots off from a safe angle, it can be really strong displacement for the side of Distinct to just force Chewits out in the open where you want them to go. It would probably also make them abuse the flank avenues maybe too much, overuse them, because once you recognize that either certain players or certain teams use those angles all the time in a match, you can bait them out and punish them for it, and you can get snowballs off of those kind of plays. So yeah, it's going to come down to execution once again.
Yeah, I think Hagglefish Zones is one of those tried and true map modes that teams have been playing for years. I mean, like since the release of Splatoon 3, I'd
Pretty
say.
much, yeah.
It's one of probably, I'd say it's probably the most common map mode that we have maybe in the entire game at the moment. Something that I'm sure both of these teams are very, very familiar with. It's just going to come down to these small details and who gets the kill when, whose specials connect more. But now, 2-0 up for Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor, going into their third game against Distinct on Hagglefish Zones. Can they clean this up and on a 3-0? Or are Distinct going to put up a bit more of a challenge and force Chewits to play a game 4? Let's see how this goes as we start with our opening. Chewits opting to spread out just a little bit more. Ips going back, but Chris is already down almost immediately, going for that opening pick, but no, Tame is just running into their spawn as, oh, there's a disconnect. Chris 3 was the disconnect. I see.
Unfortunate.
We love to see
that
it.
was obviously it was only one pick, so I can't exactly call it an opening, but that was a very good initial engagement for Distinct, getting that immediate kill. But Chano was, on that flank as well, not painting the ramp, so they didn't have knowledge of him. Obviously, going to be a replay. Same map, same mode, same comp, same everything. So we're going to be seeing the double Zuka, double strikes, one Zuka coming out from Chewits, and then also the Inkjet decavitator from the side of Distinct. Now, I think Inkjet is extremely powerful on this map, always has been. Just the issue is, are you going to get shut down by Ips when you use it?
Yeah.
It can be good into a pencil if you pop it in their face, but the issue is you have to be in his face. And usually that's quite far back in comparison to the rest of the comp. So it's going to be finding that impact in mid around the zone, and then that's where you're open to a sniper to just firing you down.
Ips as well, like I was saying last game, has started to really keep his eyes on these players. He's doing what Yoshel does when he plays. Yoshel always has his eyes on every single player, and I was sat next to Ips when he was playing, when we were watching Yours Mammothly play against Distinct in the set just before, and he was saying that he's going to try and do what Yoshel does and keep his eyes on all the players at all times during this set. So I think trying to get those Inkjets off for Distinct might be a little bit more difficult on this map, because whoever's sitting on that gazebo, or whoever's sitting further back has a lot of vision on a lot of the map. They can most likely see both flanks. They can see the zone. So it's going to be a test to see if Tame can kind of have that sneakiness to their playstyle, but also it's going to be a test for Ips to see if he can keep an eye on the players of Distinct.
Yeah, and that's a huge vantage point of being on Sniper Rifle or just backlines in general, especially if they're vocal players. You're able to get...
And Ips is a vocal player.
Yeah, definitely.
We've heard him.
Yeah, but you're able to just get a viewpoint almost all the time of just the entire map, especially on something like Zone's Hagglefish, where you're able to not only see your teammates' positions, but also a lot of the enemy's positions, and then get a picture of, whether they're painting for a special, whether they're ready to fight. And then, obviously, the comms and previous knowledge of who's close to a special. You're able to have a read on what's about to happen and give your teammates a warning much easier than someone who's in the fray of a 1v1 and they can't really see much else that's going on. So that can be something that, if you're looking towards vocal players on the team, then that can be something that can change a huge impact that we can't really see from our POV.
Yeah, and I think... while we're talking about vocal players, I think every single member of Chewits Mafia is very, very vocal. You watch these guys play against anyone else, and they will be the loudest players on their stage. No matter whether they're winning, no matter whether they're losing, Chewits will always be the loudest and will make that enemy team just... Almost it's like they're making them feel smaller because they're so loud. But now you can hear the crowd. They're excited, going back into Splat Zone's Hagglefish Market for Chewits Mafia versus Distinct. 2-0 currently to Chewits. Let's see if Distinct can get that opening pick once more, but now Chris 3 might be expecting it and hopefully won't have a DC this time.
Yeah, hopefully, but we're going to look at the early specials that are going to come out as well. Ips going early for that tactical look. Chewits are going to be close to those ink strikes. Chris is in danger and out of the zone as he will be eliminated, and 2 will go down early for the side of Chewits. Distinct just keep on going and eliminate 3, with Ips being the only one standing. They're going to have an inkjet soon. They might go for a very deep lockout.
I mean, Mooch here, always their aim looks so, so good on this bow. It's something that we've looked at even in every single qualifier and in this tournament so far. Mooj, the impact on that bow, people saying the weapon is not too good, but Mooj is saying, hey, look at me, this weapon is still good enough even if we have no cooler. And Distinct looking for such a strong hold here, but
Afro!
Even with double strikes for Chewits Mafia, Afro going in straight away and just getting those important picks. This might just be a one cycle for Distinct, but Chano getting that pick, but Tiger's behind him. And now with only 12 seconds left, things are looking dire for Chewits Mafia.
Distinct are looking to 100-0 the game when their backs are against the wall. They show what they can do, and they will concede no points to Chewits on Zone's Haggle.
I mean, we saw Chewits lose on this map mode earlier to Infrared, but not in such a volatile way that we just saw now. That was such a good showing from the side of Distinct, and I mean, I'm just in shock that it was a complete one cycle, 100-0 for Distinct. And I mean, if you are Distinct, you're going to be feeling pretty good about that. But then if you're on the side of Chewits, they're going to have to be making sure that their mental isn't going to go down. And I mean, I think one thing that's going to benefit them now is they now have the map pick.
Yeah, you want a Distinct, you want a counter pick even? Distinct just showed what a counter pick should be played like, I guess. That was extremely dominant. But
not just taking advantage of their strengths, but also taking advantage of Chewits' weaknesses as well. They saw that they didn't play this map very well earlier, so they were saying, hey, we probably feel pretty good on this map. They didn't play too good on it earlier, so let's give it a try.
But the difference between teams that allow those sort of openings to go to close games and the ones that are able to shut it out is just pushing even further forward with the resources they had. Once they got into court, got those 3 picks, immediately popping the Inkjet as well, looking for even more pressure on goal, just not allowing Chewits to have downtime to farm those specials, not giving them a free way in back into that zone. Just decided that game, and it looks like we're going to be heading back to TC Shipshape.
TC Shipshape, a map mode of very many memories here in the UK Splatoon community. A lot of teams known for this. I said this yesterday. A lot of teams known for this map mode. We've had a lot of games shown on this map mode. We've had a lot of moments. I won my set on this map mode yesterday when I was playing Machine. I've notoriously gone against the team Return of Paradise on this map multiple times. Nearly beat them on it once. That was good. But we're not here to talk about Return of Paradise. We're here to talk about Distinct versus Chewits Mafia after such an aggressive Game 3 from Distinct. 2-1 now, still to Chewits Mafia. Let's see if with their counter pick, they can look any better. They were looking very strong on this map earlier against Infrared. So let's see what they can do against Distinct. Another really nice opening from both sides here, but Distinct getting it to mid just a bit faster than Chewits Mafia do. A lovely pick onto this onto Tiger there for Chewits Mafia. Cooler goes out almost instantly as well as Chris3 goes towards top left, gets a pick onto Afro and is now going and gunning for Mooj.
Distinct looked to punish some pushes, but their positions were slightly off as Chewits looked to do what was just done to them as they will win the opening team fight in middle. Mooj looking to apply some chip damage as Chris's Zuka will not get any kills. Afro diving on him, not able to find Chris as he will stay standing, but Mooj will avenge their teammate. Samage forced to drop as Chewits will clear the first checkpoint, and Tiger diving in through court, unable to get anything yet, but Tame, I believe, is on the flank in middle. Will Distinct be able to use this to their advantage? Tiger going in. Tame has to pop the Inkjet. Chano and Ips. Ips jumps out, and Chano will be forced out as Tame will get the kill with the Inkjet.
A really nice beginning push from Chewits Mafia, I do have to say, but Distinct did such a good job at taking that control back straight away. And I mean, just getting this tower and looking for this push. But now Tame is down. Afro's looking for a pick onto Ips here, but Samage is there to aid his teammate whenever. The cooler is out for Chewits Mafia. There's 2 members down on the side, though. Ips manages to get the pick onto Afro and pops the cooler on himself as he waits for his teammates to respawn. Manages to get a pick onto Tiger as well. Ips, unfortunately, does go down to Mooj, but Chris3 is here, ready and waiting to get this pick onto this bow as Tame has popped the Inkjet, and Chewits Mafia are forced to retreat. Chris goes down as well.
Distinct still had the tower that whole time. Ips was finding the picks, but Mooj still was on the tower the entire time. The Zuka from Distinct is pushing Chewits back. Desperation strikes, and the Zuka as well available from Chris. But Chano is not in a position just yet. Will get the kill through the bubble that Tiger tries to pop onto the tower. And now Distinct with their members left will not be able to sustain this push. Mooj will have to back away. Tame jumping in. Won't get Chano just yet. Looking for it, but goes for Ips instead. Distinct get the lead, but will be stopped at 33.
Chewits Mafia now looking to gain a lot of this control back. Afro hiding up here in top left. Doesn't manage to get a pick. Samage cleaning that up really, really nicely. Going for the fight against Tame here. Strikes now. Popped almost instantly. One of them, I believe, went off the map. looking to just pop them, get a bit more aggression in that top left. They need to hold this space as much as they can. Chris Reed jumping back in. Chewits need to hold this space without dying. Zuka comes out from Chris 3, doesn't manage to find anything, but does hold them back. Chris does go down, and so does Samage. Chewits Mafia 3 down. It's all up to Ibs. He needs to get out of here, and out he does. Distinct holding middle now. Tower back in their control as they get it back into mid. Chewits Mafia need to look for something to get them back into this game. 39 to 33. It's not a big lead. Amazing pick from Chris. Strikes coming out as well. The Whale out from the side of Distinct. And this is a scrappy fight for the control of the tower.
Afro just didn't have the support they needed going through court. Distinct maybe trying too early to get that push off, but Tame will still get that kill as Chris not going to shark in pit, going to opt to jump out, and Chewits will need to defend once again. Their specials are not close yet. Distinct will have theirs online first. Tame positioned in court, and so is Afro with a good angle for the Zuka. Won't get kills yet, but will force Chewits to move around. The Killer Whale will also do so. Afro now looking for a flank. Distinct and Chewits will be fighting on this right side. All four of Chewits in one group. And Distinct aren't able to do much with it yet. Chris will be out of the picture for now. Afro now stuck, but still living. Not anymore, as Chano will capitalize and has those strikes as well. It's a good position for Chewits to end this push as the bubble will be destroyed. Chano will drop into court looking for Tiger, but not yet, as Distinct still have 4 alive, and Chano is found in no man's land.
Wow, I mean, such an aggressive push from Chano when the Samage goes down as well. Afro going down from the hands of Chewits Mafia. They only had 2 more points put onto their score from that push, but Chewits now, it's going to be scrappy, and they're going to start to get desperate. 30 seconds left, and they have so much of this tower to push. Bubble goes out from the side of Distinct as well. They don't have strikes to shred this.
Chewits?
And
The
Distinct,
tower.
they're going to end up getting this second checkpoint. Not quite, and Chris 3 getting the pick onto Tame, and Chewits now, 2 of them going down to the Zuka from Afro, and things are looking rough for Chewits Mafia. Afro is still here behind them, gonna get the pick onto the jump, and Afro doesn't manage to get taken down, and our set is a 2-2.
Game 5, Distinct, Chewits Mafia. It's gotta be, it's intense again. Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
I have no words. This is, I mean, an incredible set that we're seeing here from both of these teams. And this is now do or die for both of them. We talk about pressure when it comes to LANs a lot. But if we're talking about pressure, now is the time to talk about it. Game 5 in your elimination game in losers. One of the favorites to win, Chewits Mafia, and one of the absolute underdogs of this tourney that the crowd has been loving, Distinct. Both in risk of getting eliminated right now as Chewits get this final counter pick. And if I had to make a prediction, I would say that it would maybe be a Rainmaker Scorch angle.
Yeah, something that Chewits have definitely picked before in this tournament, and it has gone well for them on most occasions. I was trying to think back. Now, this is Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor because it's a slightly different lineup from what they've been running with usually. But I was thinking back to, I don't know if I've ever seen Chewits in this situation where they're on the brink of being reverse swept.
No.
But I have.
Oh.
And that was Splat Reunion.
Oh.
And that time, Wei got the 5th game, along with the 3rd and the 4th.
Ooh.
So,
okay.
Chewits are going to want to rewrite history here. This is an opportunity to get rid of the demons from your past and go to that grand final, have another shot at getting that UK LAN title. And this is the opportunity to do it. It's not even the best opportunity. It's maybe your only one.
I mean, think of the name of this LAN, Splat Legacy. Every single member on Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor has a legacy to their name. If you think of, I mean, even just in the past year or so that we've had Ips, Chris 3, and Samage all on that Chewits Mafia roster who have won, I mean, both. They won both Splat Vibes. They came close at UKC. And then you have Chano as well, who was a member of Spark, who did eventually manage to win UK champs, came fourth at European champs as well.
No clue who those guys are.
I mean, there are some insane legacies on the line for all 4 of these players. And also for Chris 3 and Samage, this is going to be the last LAN that they'll be going to as players. This is their last opportunity to prove themselves and shown that all these years have been so worth it and that they are still on top of their game. And while I got the map right, the mode I didn't quite get, but still, a very strong map for Chewits Mafia.
Yeah, they did already win Rainmaker in the series, so they're unable to pick that mode. And yeah, as you were saying, it's about what you want to leave behind. And Clams Scorch is where that's going to be determined for both of these teams. For the opportunity to fight against yours Mammothly in the grand final.
And that is a scary opponent to go up against. If you're Distinct, you've already gone 0-3 down to them twice. Twice you've gone 0-3 down to yours Mammothly. You don't want to be facing that in the grand finals, but then Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor, we've seen them play against yours Mammothly before and it was so close, and they are just so familiar with the players on that team that are already in those grand finals. They are going to be itching for the chance to get to fight them again. So if anything, this game means absolutely everything to both of these teams. Their last chance to prove that this grind has been worth it. Chewits Mafia fighting for their legacy, Distinct fighting for the chance to prove themselves to everyone in the UK community. Clan Blitz, Scorch Gorge, Game 5 of Losers Finals, Distinct versus Chewits Mafia. Let's see who we are going to be seeing on top here. Channel opting to go for that V-try again. That mist we saw on comeback did cause a lot of problems for Distinct because they just want to go forward, and that mist stops them from doing so. But now, let's see what both teams have in store here. Chris 3, nice positioning here up in the middle. Tame going for that fight in left. Cooler out for the side now. Tame manages to jump out and gets into the safety position. Oh, and 2 members of Distinct are already down. Chewits Mafia coming in with fire. Make that 3! Chewits, they are fighting for this, and they know that they have to win this game.
Chewits getting the exact opening you could wish for. Mooj looking to deny this angle on the bridge, but they will have more impact on the left side where Chewits all find themselves now. All 4 members, some with Clams, trying to get them in, but down to only 65 so far. However, a very good opening push. Tame fighting in mid. Chris trying to evade, then will stall for a second, but will not keep his life as Distinct nullify what could have been huge damage. Samage in middle. How is he not dead? Okay, he is now. Tame will get shut down out of that inkjet. Chano finding the kill. Distinct 2 down once again. Chano could have an inkjet soon of his own, but there's one left in middle. Will they opt to stay? Tiger not backing away. Close to Chewits with the bubble. Will get Chris, and can Distinct find more off of this? They are moving in, and they are finding Samage. Chano, name every member of Chewits. They could go down. Tiger here, but Distinct don't have the power clam yet. The bow has enough clams. The inkjet will not connect. Chano will pop his own, and Chewits are fighting back to deny Distinct taking the lead.
Lovely pick from Chano there onto that enemy inkjet. 2 members of Distinct now down. Samage unfortunately falling as well, but gets the jump straight in, as I believe Chewits Mafia had Cooler, and now the map control in favor of Chewits Mafia. Tame getting taken down as well. Chano just hiding in this corner, waiting patiently. Ips has this power clam in his hand. The mist forcing Distinct back as well and slowing down their pushes a little bit. Chano manages to jump out and not quite falling to that killer whale. That Zuka from Afro, though, not quite finding what they wanted. And Azuka coming out from Samage of his own, not quite finding anything either, but forcing Distinct to fall back. And now Chewits Mafia looking to defend their clams.
When Tame fell on the left side, Afro won a huge 1v1 on the right to deny Chewits an opportunity to push. However, Distinct have one of their own right now. But again, no power clam. They're going to get the pity. They can jump into Tiger, who's looking to find everything that Distinct need for this push. Will get the first kill, will not find a second, but Chewits have the numbers advantage, 3v2.
And Distinct haven't scored yet either. The power clam's still in their hands. We thought that they were going to jump to Tiger, but they never did. And Chewits Mafia getting these really important picks onto Distinct here. Mooj really, really far back with this power clam as Stuart's Mafia fight to get this mid control back in their favor. Whale in the hands of Mood, looking to displace Stuart just a little bit longer. Afro popping the Zuka. Both shots not quite able to find anything, and Ibs knows the Tame is here. He has the eyes of a hawk, making sure that not a single member of Distinct can get out alive. Samage, unfortunately, does fall, and Tame fighting Chano, but Chano manages to take him down, and now Chewits are so far pushed up into their spawn, and it's looking like they're going to get 2 power clams in here now, and that's 30 down, 24 left for Chewits Mafia. Not many clams left in their hands. 2 members of Distinct are already down. And it's only 3 clams left, and Chewits get the wipe, and the clams are there, and they're gonna get them in, and Chewits Mafia win the set, and they're finding themselves in grand finals against Distinct after such a hard and tough battle against Distinct in this entire tournament. Chewits Mafia prove to everyone watching that their legacy has to be known and that they are worthy of being in these grand finals.
Chewits will keep Distinct in the position of challengers. They will deny the reverse sweep, and they will vie to be the kings against yours mammothly in a grand final against former teammates on both sides.
I mean, grand finals is going to be an absolute banger of a match, so you guys won't want to go anywhere. But quickly, I just want to say thank you, Nebula, for casting with me. This is, I believe, both our final casts for now.
Yep.
My name is Crystal. You can find me on @Crystal___ on Twitter and @Crystal_ on Twitch. And what about yourself?
Nebula SPL on basically everything that I have accounts on. So yeah, been fun to cast this event and stay here for grand finals.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Grands is going to be incredible.
KG almost reverse sweep. Chewits Mafia sparking flavor get to Grand's losers side. Can we please just get a massive round of applause for the side of Distinct? Shocking everybody here, making it here, getting third. Genuinely, all of you played absolutely amazing. I don't know if any of you want to come say something into the mic quickly after that, but if you do, feel free.
We came to have fun, and we had fun. We got a hell of a result as a bonus. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody, just one more again, a round of applause for Distinct. But yeah, we'll have a short break, and then you'll be seeing your grand finals of Splat Legacy!
Yeah. Someone, yeah, no, because I heard about it. Someone talked about it. But you haven't. I'm surprised you actually went to I don't know why you put that on. Yeah, you can have the reverse. What's the reverse? Water. That's like one of the people. There's like Clams out there. I think that's so nice. That's crazy.
I'll do it now. Oh. This thing is well, 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 everyone. Here we are. It is time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grand Finals of Splat Legacy 2024. Who's excited? That's what we like to hear. Now I'll do a little showcase of what we have on offer for our teams. We have medals here for, I believe, second place, and then we have these lovely glass trophies available for the team that wins. Now, I'm going to introduce both of these teams, who I'm sure neither of them need much of an introduction to you guys, as you've seen them around a lot, but I will do one final call out for them. On this side of me, we have Chris 3, Samage, I forgot who's on your team. I'm so sorry. Let me try this again. Restart. I was gonna say Spore, but this isn't normal Chewits. I'm I'm used to normal Chewits, I'm sorry. Okay. On this side of me, we have Chris 3, Chano, Savage, and Ips from Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor! And on this side of me, I won't get your team members wrong, I promise. We have Snipes, Spore, Yoshel, and Takimi from yours, Mammothly! Now, obviously, this tournament has been a long and hard-fought battle for both of these teams. But we want you guys to keep the energy up, keep supporting the team that you want to win. We want to hear loud cheers throughout this entire BO5. But, Slap, anything to say before we get grand finals started with?
I mean, there's really not much else to say, really, is there? So, let's just give it a little bit, but let the grand finals begin!
Everyone, we are going to be getting into the grands shortly. There's a couple technical difficulties going on, so for the time being, you are stuck with us.
Yes, hello.
But hi.
We're here to waffle for you.
Oh yes, and also in case you're tuning in more recently or you didn't see yesterday, hi, I'm Zari, and I'm joined by the lovely, the amazing
Spid. Hello.
Also, we made quite the deal to be here for Grands.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. This has been...
Perfect. Perfect. Wonderful.
This has been in the works for quite some time. So we are very happy to be here.
There's a caster swap at the Splat reunion.
Oh.
And we were like, we will do it out of the kindness of our hearts. And if you confirm that we get finals next time.
So, yes, this has definitely been something that has been in the works for quite some time. And yeah, this is setting up to be quite the finals, I should say.
Especially since last game.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
nearly
really
the upset with Distinct. I guess not really. It wouldn't have been an upset.
No, because Distinct were actually in the winners bracket. So they didn't win against yours Mammothly, but that meant they had to play Chewit Sparking Flavor. But yeah, it almost came down, it came down to that last game.
Oh, Philly.
And
it was a really good counter pick. Like they saw in that, I can't remember, first or second game that, they were doing good on Clan Blitz, so they picked a Clan Blitz map, which most teams and players just kind of avoid Clan Blitz because, see, the thing about Clan Blitz, wonderful game mode. I love it. I enjoy it. Solo queue Clan Blitz can go away.
Yeah, no thank you. So it's on solo queue. No. If you're playing with anything less than a full team, you're like...
Yeah, you need communication for Clan Blitz. That's the main thing.
Do that, yeah. Otherwise, you are desperately just playing with that. That D-pad is all that you have. You're like, please, realize that this booyah means jump to me now.
Please.
Please.
To me.
It's like, oh my God. But yeah, it's definitely a different vibe whenever it's at a tournament, though. In a LAN
100%.
setting, you can actually very much talk to your teammates.
Oh, yeah.
And
when the audio works.
When the audio works, that is very true. Also, but you do have to be careful because you can be talking to your teammates, but if you're talking a bit too loudly, then
that did happen in the Rainmaker game. Because obviously you guys can't hear, but Shano very loudly yelled, "I'm sharking on the left." You just see Rainmaker after Rainmaker after Rainmaker.
Just pivot, and then it just switches to Chano dying. It's beautiful, beautiful timing for the camera switch. But yes, this is setting up to be quite the final situation right now.
Oh, 100%.
Also, because yours Mammothly have kind of been sitting on the sidelines for quite a bit now. They're probably not as warmed up as they could be, with all that in mind. Because I don't think they were playing,
they did some of the morning scrims that were set up, but I don't think they were playing outside
didn't.
at all. They were there to watch the games. That
Well, to be fair, watch the games and figure out who was going to be their opponent in ground. So that is also another good thing to do at the LAN. You can actually watch the games that are happening.
Pixel, you've missed someone.
Oh dear. Yeah, with those, at the moment, Chris and I think that is Yosho are on the wrong teams. So we're going to have to switch that on over again. So that'll take us a little bit longer to get into this first game. But we can mention that the first game of the set is that Splat Zones on Mako. That's where we're going to be going first, which is going to be quite interesting, especially since we are... Oh, okay. So this looks like we might be getting an E-leader.
I mean, not that it really matters.
Yeah. But I think they're still gonna keep
They
the
have
same,
to, by rules as written, they have to.
They have to keep the
Stay
same
the same.
weapons. So what we're looking at is there's gonna be an E-leader on the side of yours Mammothly. So...
Which means they're going to be sitting at the top of their snipe and just...
Yeah. And that coming from Yoshel specifically is going to be very dangerous. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing. It was only one that you were switching. But anyway, we are just waiting on getting one in and ready so we can see this first game. So yeah, for real.
For reals this time, with the correct teams.
Yeah. But yeah, Mako zones as a place to start is also quite interesting.
This is a very short map.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of paths to kind of flank, which I'm assuming Spore is going to love.
Oh yeah. Brushman himself.
Indeed. It's we've seen it several times in the tournament. I mean, we picked Clams in our casting match.
Well, what should be mentioned as well is Spore, like acing. If you lose track of Spore, that's when you're gonna lose a player or two, right?
A great way to counter Spore is to just communication and to call.
Yep, always need to know where he is, because otherwise he's probably energy. So just be very, very aware.
They picked the incorrect weapons. I see the big brain. They knew there wasn't a real match because the team messed up.
Okay, yes.
Throwing us off.
We were like, oh my goodness, heal eater. But in fact, that is not what we were going to do. So Sniper Rider both sides. We've still got we've got a try on the side of Chewits, I think, which is
Strikes come in. Quite handily. The thing is about this map is it's a very short and small zone.
It really is, and also with
so
both
two
of these,
strikes covers the zone no matter what.
the Sniper Riders are never far enough away that they can't reach it most of the time. So very quick. That was 2 down as well on the side of Chewits. So not ideal, especially that has meant that they've lost the lead, but 83. It's not a lead, not really.
Chewits here building a push. And in here with the inkjet. That was huge. The quick jump out. And the trade coming from Chano.
Yes, indeed. Also, that shield will definitely help them continue to hold this zone through those penalty points. And now they're over, but it doesn't last for very long, as immediately it gets switched back on over to the sides of Jewett Mafia.
Here assuming too. That's the thing about this is, if you ever get strikes, get zone. That's how, unfortunately, this is going to work out.
Yep.
The double coming in from yours Mammothly.
Okay.
They're trying to build on it.
At Takimi, you've seen that just a little bit sooner, but that does mean that was 2 down on the side of yours Mammothly, but they are recovering because they had, I do believe they had, what's it called? Tactical loop. Yep, this continues to just keep going in your Mammothly's favor. Oh my goodness. Finally able to get it back.
As soon as I go to say that they haven't really got the zone back, they get the zone back. Love when this happens.
This is exactly what happens when we commentate. Commentators curse do be like that. Say one thing, immediately it's false. But yeah, here's Mammothly continually just keeping that zone painted.
Nice here on their left.
Pressure up.
Kind of running in, potentially on its own.
Oh. Still staying alive, pushing up, able to get the zone. Very nicely done.
He has special. Oh, snipes! That's the thing. With the decaf, you get free drop roller.
Yes, you do.
Snipes making good use of the decaf here to just slay 100% of the time.
Yep.
Shield comes up.
Shield. Very much.
Do they see each other? They do.
Yep, but the jump was ready. It did not want to deal with that. Now trying to find a pick, but just not able to. Not able to get the use out of their specials here today.
Score in with the hammer. Unable to fully do anything. He focused fully on Chano.
Yes, not coming out well there. Actually trying to put some more pressure to keep Chewits Mafia back, because as long as they're not really able to get
That's
to
the barrier
that zone,
broken. They managed to keep the zone through the strikes, getting back their own.
Oh my goodness.
Snipes in with the decav.
To that zone, but with 2 down. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Can they keep zone long enough to? They can.
Yes, indeed.
That is the
they
first
can.
match to yours Mammothly.
Yes. very nicely done by them. There was definitely some back and forth, but your Family just able to keep control so much longer than Chewits.
Definitely a slower game.
Yeah.
It seemed very kind of wait for a push.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a Splatoon 2 map, but it felt like very. Everyone's just waiting for Cooler to get there and then go.
And then they're like, okay, now's the time. And then
Jump!
And then Cooler runs out and they're like, wait, hold on. How long's your Cooler? When did you get it again? The
Yeah, it's
sniper
like
nurse is
armor, just like, hey, do you have
"I'm
armor yet?
working
Hey, friend, buddy, pal, do you have armor?
Hey.
Hey, do you have armor?
I need it to go in.
I need it.
Press the special button. We need it. But the question coming out of that is what are Chewits Mafia going to choose? Because we are in counter picks. So.
Power control.
Okay. Is this just a gut feeling, or is there?
This is a vibe check. It's
This
gonna
is
be
okay.
tower control.
Oh.
Is he gonna be Hagglefish or Inkblot?
We haven't actually seen that much Inkblot, which is a
Yeah,
surprise.
what's kind of dragging me away from it. I'm gonna go with Hagglefish.
Hagglefish, tower control. Okay, interesting. What have we got, Pixel?
Completely wrong. Let's go.
Rainmaker Scorch, ladies and
When
gentlemen.
was the last time we saw Rainmaker Scorch?
We've only really. Well, no, there was a bit of it yesterday. I remember there was a bit
There was
of
a
it.
bit of it in the losers final
Yes.
against Infrared.
Yes,
That's
there
probably what
was.
they're thinking. Is they had a very convincing showing on it actually. Now that I'm like jogging my memory.
I'm getting back to it because now we've been. Haven't we had that on Clams as well? Scorch
Oh, yeah.
specifically? So
I love Scorch
that's what comes to mind when I think of Scorch. But yeah, Rainmaker is definitely something that does come up on this map.
It's a place where you can kind of be a little bit sneaky, especially on that final push down that corridor. The fact that once again Spore can just kind of can go there. It's very good for them.
Yes.
Why Chewits is picking it? I don't know what they're thinking.
Yes, I don't know what the plan is going in, but they certainly seem to have made this decision, and we're going to see if they're changing anything up, specifically to try and counter what yours Mammothly are going to bring to the table, or if this is just like, oh, we did well in it yesterday. So, yeah, I wouldn't
We have seen Chano. Chano has swapped to V-Try.
Yes.
So it is, and it's a very nice inkjet map.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's what they're thinking of this.
Perhaps.
That and they really like using the color screen, which works well on this because it is a very narrow push that you have to go for.
That is very true. And if you're able to get up to kind of where they would sit on the snipe when they're pushed back, you can kind of control the entirety of their space. So I'd be intrigued to see if we're going to see that. We try again. Nope. No.
Oh.
We are going to see the return of the wall, though, which is very interesting. That's Chris on the squeezer there.
Very classic comp from Yours Mammothly.
Yep. They know what they're doing.
A media kill.
That's another one.
That killer wheel doing bits for Spore, actually.
Yeah, definitely keeping them alive and pushing them forward.
They've got Cooler, and evidently they're quite hungry to do something about it.
Yes, indeed. But Chewits Mafia are definitely keeping back just that little bit.
Did they see Spore on the left, flanking through? Can Spore do anything?
Not able to get me.
They get checkpoint, but that could have been huge if Spore got that 3K.
Yes.
You can see it written in the stars. It just was not happening.
No, I think just don't quite place enough for enough of those shots to land.
Oh, snipes at the 2K.
Snipes! Oh my goodness, able to join that bomb, get back to their teammates, try and protect the other jump. But yeah, oh my goodness, Snipes slowing down what Chewits Mafia were trying to get started there, which definitely means we're back into this kind of neutral stage. But at the moment,
Trades coming in.
yeah, it's just actually very much out to play for. Though there is a little bit more paint on the side of Yours Mammothly, so that definitely helps.
They have the push going. Can someone pick up the Rainmaker? You're in their court.
Mid? There we go.
Oh, Spore! They just did not see them.
What were we
Unable to
saying?
get a third.
What were we saying? You have to know where Spore is. Otherwise, it's just going to be a struggle.
So Spore uses that little wall on that final Rainmaker path to run up and sneak, and then gets to, as you see there.
Yeah. If they're all on this left-hand side, they cannot see you there. They might be able to hear, but by the time that registers what that sound is, you are at their back, ready to just absolutely send them back to spawn.
What both teams do really well is they don't jump immediately back to spawn, they jump back to each other.
They do. That's very true.
Oh! A huge mass and tangle of just death.
Yeah, that very quickly went from everyone being alive to a 2v2. So
A less than ideal Rainmaker spot here, probably for both teams. It is obviously closer to Chewits, but not
a way that they can really
do anything about it. So both teams are just going to let it reset.
Yeah, they want to have as much of an advantage as hello?
Hello? What'd you kill him with?
Questionable. Okay.
Bubble? The Rainmaker bubble maybe?
Maybe they touched it. I don't maybe. But that's two down.
Killer whale coming in, and I don't know if Spore can hold off 4 people.
Yeah,
but they can't get the Rainmaker!
Oh my god, Spore! Yeah, Spore doesn't need range on his main weapon. He just can freaking laser someone across the map. Oh, it's working so well for him today. Snipes going back to spawn.
Do they see Samage on the left there? They do. Spore gets 1 out of that. Gets 2 out of that. Can he find a third, a fourth? Shadow jumps out.
Wait, the Rainmaker was still pushing, but they were not able to get the whole way to the check.
Another thing both teams do amazingly is they trust their teammates. Because Spore could have went and got all the kills there, but he just knew that his teammates had it. It's fine. I trust my teammates. It's chill.
There's other stuff that they could definitely be focusing on that doesn't have to mean that you're looking at everything. Oh my goodness.
Doming Yoshell just right off the bat. But Snipes is holding it back. Gets 2. And I was unable to find that.
Ips is still on this. Oh, on this side, not able to get the jump out though.
Or finishing it off. Here's Mammothly having full control here.
Yep. Yeah, they know what they need to do here. And to be fair, them just pushing like this is to keep it out of the hands of Chewits. And when it comes to the last 45 seconds, that's important.
Not much in the ways of special currently, but
Not
they
much
are
in the
killing
ways-
Chewits still.
Yeah, they need to. People need to stay alive together, especially. Oh.
That's going to get Ips.
Oh, 2v2.
Yoshell's maining the Rainmaker. Oh!
Yes! Yes, indeed!
Oh, go on, Yoshell!
Oh,
okay!
Yoshell!
The weave!
Just living! Oh my goodness, they're sending everything at this Rainmaker, but it's still not enough!
Oh, Yoshell!
Oh my goodness, they
Does
get
die right at the end, but Snipes is there with the decav to just wait.
Oh, they've got the Rainmaker.
And
But
Snipes
they're not
ends
for
it!
long! Yeah, you're so right, so right.
Yeah,
Lying in away.
what was that? 6, 7, 8? Like,
But yeah, that sets us up as what, already?
2-0 to yours.
Yeah.
And the fist bump coming in because they've been doing bits.
They have indeed.
One thing I would like, because they're not doing updates for this game, for Splatoon 4, for the spectator mode, please can we get a readout of like the KAD?
Yes, instead of just nothing. We're just like, okay, we'll go back.
Okay,
Wait.
that's cool. People won. Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
I
we
want.
figured
Give me
that.
the numbers.
I want statistics. God damn it. I don't have to go look at the actual players' stuff and be like, oh, wait, hold on. They got, I don't know, 14 kills. 5 kills. But yeah, okay, right. So that was not the pick that Chewits Mafia were looking for. Now this becomes incredibly important. We're at 2-0. This is match point for yours Mammothly. And if they take this next game, the tournament is
It's over.
So, what would you say? Would you go back to talk to?
No. I'd go to Rainmaker Undertow. It's one they did quite well against Distinct and Infrared, like a lot of the teams.
Yeah, but the question is, are they going to be able to do that against yours Mammothly? Like, it's all well and good they're able to win against the
other teams. It's whether or not
but
exactly.
yours Mammothly is a whole different thing.
And also, you've allowed the brush player to have Rainmaker.
Yeah. Like, definitely don't go for Clamblets because this brush player.
I could see Chano swapping. I forget what they were playing.
No, they were playing
earlier.
V Bucket.
They were playing V Bucket, but I could see them going something differently for this.
Let's consult the notes.
Like, I could see them going just regular slosher for this.
Yeah.
Just for the try strike down the last path. You just block out.
Yeah. The audience is very riled. But to be fair, this could be the end of the tournament.
It could very much be.
It really does depend on Chutes here. They need. I hope this was the right decision for them. I hope that they're able to.
Yeah, I know they'll have some random pocket pick.
Something about Snipes and Spore because
If Chutes win this, sorry, if Chutes win this, obviously we go to 2-1. But if yours Mammothly wins, this means they haven't lost a set. Yep. Now, Chano put in his bio when we have caster notes here, and they put in their bio, and I quote, "I haven't lost a set to a UK team since Vibes 2023.
we've already.
They've already lost a set, and this could be another one.
Yeah, so it really does come down to this. Are we seeing any changes? No, this is pretty much what both teams are going with last round, which does make sense. It's still Rainmaker. So.
Yeah, the strike's coming in from Chano.
Yeah.
Pretty standard comps.
Also, I think what you really need to do is have, not that.
Not I,
Not
first of all. I don't know if they meant to pick that up.
Okay, Yoshio giving
Oh, the
jump
Kimi's
spot
doing bits
to
here. I was
Kimi.
wondering why they weren't pushing Yoshio.
Yoshio's just sitting in the back. We're like, having a time.
Snipes here, kind of caught in his own, does jump out.
Yep,
Very
decides
nice.
that it's not a good place to be. Backs out. They keep most of their control of mid. Continue to get picks here as Chutes know that they need to back up and prepare for the push that is coming at them right now.
Damage bit early on the Zuko there.
Yes. But I suppose the question then becomes, if you're Zukoing the enemy, you're Zukoing the enemy, and then you're going to put out a wall, you then lose line of sight with your target. But, alright, that was not
coming in.
that far of a push on the side of your team. This is definitely...
If anything, they're getting pushed back by Snipes here with the decav. You get Sandwich. Spore, I don't know if you can run up that hill. Sandwich is panicking with the Zuka here. Spore is still there.
Three down on the side of your team. There's only one player alive, and they do end up going down, so that is a delayed wipeout.
Spore here, sneaking in, slithering away. They're behind, they're on the Rainmaker. You can see instantly that communication. Once you have Spore communicated where the hell they are, you're good.
Birds on it. They're two down, but Sandwich able to push up. Where is that Rainmaker? They need to be pushed. There we go. Get to that checkpoint, and that does give them the lead.
Sandwich has Zuka again. Gets one.
That's an incredible shot there. Only a one, but already there's Snipes diving down onto the Rainmaker. And with two down, I'm not sure they're going to get the chance to
Three here
push
getting
that
pushed. Why do you have him? He does get out.
They might. They do seem to be. Oh, that's two down. Yep. Two.
The push
down.
hasn't finished yet here for Chutes. They get the pop.
They need to stop their shell, but that's completely fine. They'll just keep pushing it forward.
No
They've
specials,
not got
really.
far to go. They just need to get that knockout. They got to one.
Sandwich here, however, has never mind.
All right.
They pushed him back. One remaining. If Yours Mammothly wants to win this, wants to end it here. They need to knock it out.
They do indeed. That is quite the back foot to be on, folks. And with just under 2 minutes left, that is time. That is still plenty of time. But you cannot really sit and wait on this stall for neutral.
Damage takes out Snipes. The counter Zuger comes in.
Doesn't get anywhere with it though.
Not really any push happening, just kind of feeling each other out, trying to poke, trying to get a few kills.
It's another 30 seconds down though. The clock is ticking, folks, and I'm very sure that you're
2 down on the side of yours Mammothly.
Oh, okay. Takimi trying to get some work done, but doesn't realize that they've been boxed in, and that is a delayed wipe, folks.
Was that just the Rainmaker timer that killed them?
It might have been.
I'm pretty sure it was just...
Oh, that's unfortunate. But it puts Shoots Mafia back on the offensive here, but they do have to be careful.
Snipes gets sniped.
Yes.
The color screen comes in. Takimi just trying to hold it down. Doesn't quite get Chano. Uses a tiny little block to save him.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Ep's trying to get some picks before they push up any further, but they know that Snipes is coming in behind them. They didn't die to that shot. They need to end them beforehand, but as soon as you turn your back, there is... Oh!
The bomb.
The bomb.
They were that low that the edge of the bomb got them. Chano evidently getting told off there to not flank around their spawn.
Last 15 seconds, folks. Are they going to be able to do anything with Rainmaker? It has reset, but they've only
Takes out Chris.
Oh, they've only got 5 seconds here. They need to pop the Rainmaker. I don't think that's gonna. Are they gonna do it?
They're going to strike it, and that's GG.
That is GG.
So it's on 2-1.
The tournament continues.
It does. We get the cash for it.
Hell yeah! That's what we're here for.
Now this
All
is
right.
best of 5, so if Shoots want the bracket reset, they have to win 2 more matches.
More games, and they cannot drop a game for the rest of this set. They have to get their reverse sweep if they want to be still in the running here. Okay, so the question now becomes, yours Mammothly,
What do
what's
they
the
choose?
plan? Like, what are you, is it, it might just be something like,
I could see her another
Clams.
Rainmaker.
No, it could be Clams.
Hmm.
We could do that. Or they might just be like, too many Rainmaker games.
Clam Scorch? I could see Clam Scorch.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. I was just thinking.
I well, the map's been reused.
No, I think you can.
It's just not same map mode.
Yeah, the combination you can have again. And obviously because we have a map or like pool list, it will have to be one of the specific ones that we have here. But I don't know. Maybe Clams. Possibly Zones.
Possibly.
They are quite good at locking down a zone. But it really does depend. And Choose Mafia are just
I mean, yeah, that Mako Mart zone was very convincing.
very decisive. So I could see either of those coming out from these teams.
Snipes with the decaf on Robo Ramen, we've seen quite a lot. We've seen a lot of decaf plays on Robo Ramen.
It works excessively well.
Yeah.
So.
If I played the game more, I probably would have swapped to decaf.
Yeah, it is just so strong in that ability to get a quick one shot, but also still have control over the space, right? You've got the range to kind of pressure someone that can't touch you, like other Slayers can't reach you. But then you can go in for the kill with the range. So yeah, it's a good one. But it seems like they are deliberating.
They're delivering quite heavily. Well,
bit more
I suppose
than
you would
two.
if like
Yeah.
you knew that, yo, we
Yeah.
could win this,
You
actually.
do not want it. It's important for them to get this game because you don't want it to get to the point where Choots could win, right? You do this one. It
As
ends
much
up
as
just
we all love a
being-
game 5.
Yes, no.
I can't imagine yours
absolutely.
Mammothly would.
They do not. Right now, they do not want a game 5. They barely want a game 4. So, yeah, really kind of comes down to that. And we wait to see what they decide to do with this. But yeah, oh my goodness. I also, after that second Rainmaker game, I wasn't so sure that like what Choots was doing made sense. I was like, that didn't really go the way they wanted.
Mm.
Why are they going back to Rainmaker? But it definitely, like, that was a big turnaround for them.
Definitely. Maybe just Scorch they don't like.
Yeah, maybe. But they picked it.
Yeah.
What have we got? Museum clams. There we go. Clams.
That
Yeah.
is what.
Yeah, they've been playing. There was a bit of that yesterday. Obviously, they won all their sets.
Mhm.
So,
Pretty convincing from what I remember.
so that makes a lot of sense to be.
I mean,
their
Sporkins are going to go free range around.
Zoomies. you need to deal with Spore, but also
Like,
you can't
Spores
focus
are the
too-
distraction that you need to
yeah,
kind of
you
get rid of.
can't
Snipes
focus
is like
too heavily on him because Snipes
getting
will be
your
there
ass.
to freaking stab you in the back.
And then once all that's done, your shell's here. It's
Yeah.
I'm your shell.
Yeah.
Chill. You're going to die now, actually.
I can
and then you go
see
and plant
you.
some happy little trees.
Yeah, Yoshel is always trying to figure out a way to just get into just enough range so they can tap. You're dead. So.
And in that previous game, you see Takemi just constantly trying to do different kind of flanks.
Mhm.
Like, he really is like the mix-up champion for this.
Yes, you cannot, you cannot write
They work,
Takemi off
honestly,
whatsoever.
they are a pickup, but they've been playing together for a wee bit.
Yeah. They know what they're doing, right? There's
They
a
work
reason they're
together
top seed.
well.
See, yeah.
And
yeah.
Chutes, I don't think we'll be changing the comp too much, considering they read it up nigh instantly.
Yep. And I don't expect yours Mammothly to change much at all either.
No.
I don't think it requires.
I think they like their comp the way it is right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is working well. Oh. Okay, Savage.
Okay,
Got a
okay.
crab. Interesting.
Some classic early Splat 3
Yeah.
vibe.
Okay, that's a blasted pass.
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah,
Extra
hop up on top mid,
Yeah,
and then go from there.
Extra pressure and also the ability to just have. Oh,
But, you know,
never
we're in the tri-strike meta, so, like...
Yeah, don't quite get what you're looking for with that done. But yeah, Chud's taking kind of the move.
Oh! As I said, Takemi, mix-up champion. Just as
Actually-
sneaky as Spore, but doesn't have the massive flashy plays
Yep,
that
yeah.
Spore does.
Just the consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Takemi absolutely knows what needs done and will be there to help get it done as long as possible. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. And a push to 68. Fair enough
Pretty
for an
average.
opening one.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Still better than just like a default.
I don't know if Savage knew that Spore was there, or just luck.
Kind of chuck it over there anyway. Keep moving, but
Yoshel with
Yoshel.
the pencil as always.
Yeah, just the power of a pencil on this map. You can just see almost everything.
Oh. And Yoshel, with the amount of damage Spore did, they're just able to one tap.
Very nicely done, but that was 2 down on the side of yours Mammothly, which meant they had
Takemi-
to push back a little.
Waiting for a flank that didn't really come there.
Yeah, they were expecting something a little bit different, but
Savage just saying, nah,
Savage.
Spore, actually, sorry.
Yeah, not today, man, not today. Send them
Does have the
way
crab
back.
available.
And there we
pop it.
go. Are they going to be able to get... Yes, there we go. That is exactly what they needed. Can they get anything else out of it? It doesn't seem so. Yoshel's waiting and ready.
Let's hear with Jamie just chilling.
For the opportunity.
They don't suspect. Because Spore died behind, they did not expect Takemi to still be in the corner.
Yep, and Takemi realizing that push, or that shark had served its purpose.
The amount of quick super jump on this man, real quick.
He's got places to be. Channel drops in on their own, figures out that that's not the best idea, goes back to try and defend, and this does look like maybe it'll be enough to push back yours Mammothly, but they're still holding, or at least trying to hold this, oh gosh!
Unable to get the crab down and does fall.
Look at all those power clans. Definitely Chutes need to find a way in use them, but they're losing players left and right.
3v2 situation here.
Yes, indeed. Everyone knows exactly where Channel is with that football.
You can't flank when you have the football, buddy. No.
No, and Yoshell is sitting, watching, waiting for any opportunity. But that's both of those footballs before gone. And Snipes falls back down, but doesn't matter.
Jumps through immediately. Gets canned. It does go down.
But with the drink, so it should be fine. Oh!
Unable to quite get Chris.
Chris, how are you living? Oh my goodness.
Never mind.
That's a
Kimi! Kimi is there, keeping the basket open. Yoshell does have 6 clams. Spore getting the trade on Chano. There's a super coming in. And that is it!
And the set.
The tournament. Never mind the set. You won the whole thing. Sorry.
All of it. All of it. Oh my goodness. Yours mammothly came here.
The pop-offs are
yesterday.
huge.
Oh my goodness.
And for once, Chano stays silent.
Yes, yes indeed. Oh my goodness. But yeah, as you were saying earlier, yours mammothly, they have not dropped a set in these entire last 2 days. They've been incredibly consistent. All 4 players know what they're doing, are able to handle themselves. And yeah,
Chris disconnected again.
Thankfully, that does not matter now. But yes, that has been happening somewhat. But, oh my goodness, what a set! What a set. Does mean we don't get a reset, which you always hope for.
Crying emoji.
One single tear. But with that in mind, oh my goodness, these 2 teams, they gave us such a good set to finish on. But yes, as we were talking about, Clamblitz very much years mammothly mode.
Yep.
It suits them so well, and they showed that. So with that in mind, I do think we're going to go to a very short break as we get everyone up and ready to hand over some awards. Yeah, I think that's
we have a little awards ceremony.
what we're going to be doing. So do not be
Prizes.
going
Because
anywhere.
they got points.
Points do mean prizes. So yeah. So much fun. Goodness.
LANs.
Yes.
Pay money. Come to one of these.
Absolutely. It's always so hype and so much fun. But yeah. Oh, I'm so sad that it's kind of over though. I wanted to watch more Splatoon.
Unfortunately.
Splatoon.
I get a lovely train home.
That's very true. But right. Okay.
Anyway, none of that.
Let's get to that break so we can get everything sorted and ready for this awards ceremony. We will see you back real soon. Do not be going anywhere.
Don't leave. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, everyone, can we please give it up for your winners of Splat Legacy 2024, yours mammothly! Now, before we get onto our awards, I just want to ask Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor to come up here. I don't know where Ips has gone. Guys, you're coming back after. Where is Chris gone? Well, okay. Obviously, we will see more of you guys when you come and collect your medals. However, wait. Oh, Sam's here eventually. Okay. I just want to ask you guys about your journey here to where you are now. Obviously, you guys qualified at the very first qualifier for this event. You guys qualified at Splat Vibes Volume 2 back in July. It's been quite a long time since then. And I know that you guys have been playing with each other for a while. You're very familiar with each other, and you've been on that grind. But I just want you guys to give some insight into what this journey was like and what this tournament means to you guys.
I do have a problem. Vibes was pretty cool, winning that. We almost choked there, almost choked here, didn't win here. Should have won here, maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna pledge for the Rainmaker only, Undertow only, BO1 series to be put into place. No, it felt good. It was quite an interesting experience going from playing with Spark last year to like playing on the other side of Chewits. It's quite fun. A lot of good players. I feel quite blessed to get these opportunities because like 2 years ago I was kind of like I was doing good individually, but I just never was able to get a break. And then like Spark gave me a chance, and then Chewits gave me a chance. So I've kind of thank you streamer. Yeah, and it felt really good. I had a lot of fun playing like all the LANs I played in the past like 2 years with both groups of people, especially like the past two. It's been like hell of a ride, really fun. Yeah, it's a shame that we didn't win, but I would say maybe next time. But
Well, thank you very much, Chano. I will hand this over to you. You can hold the microphone if you want to.
I mean, it was good crack, wasn't it? Like, it was good fucking crack. But like, obviously winning Vibes twice was awesome. So I mean, if there's a Vibes 3, you know, I feel like we could three-peat. Three-peat. I mean, obviously, like, pretty much 4 out of 5 of the LANs I've been to in the past, like, year has been with, you know, these guys. Well, not really you kind of came in this time, but, like, you know, there is, like, another guy behind me that I also played with. Yeah, that guy right there. No. Forget it. But, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Like, I mean, it's unfortunate we lost, but it was fun to be here. Fun to see everyone again for 2 days. It's fun to play, and yeah, that's it. Okay, good. My turn is it, I see. Right. No, it's been good. It's been very good. I think there's a nice bookend for me and Chris. Don't really have plans to play much further. Thank God. Let's not talk about that. Oh no! Shout out to Red Spy, he'll sub. That's true. Thank you, Red Spy. Either way, I feel like we proved a lot today. You know, we've had our ups and downs in practice, and yesterday, let's not talk about that. So I feel like I proved a point, especially on Rainmaker Undertow. We're happy with that. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching and supporting. Appreciate it.
So, I don't really know what else to say other than I'm so glad that I got to play with my friends and my teammates. That is mental, man. So, I want to also, you know, I'm also glad that this is like the last event that I've been able to go to. Sadly, I've earned myself like a 4th second place medal, but oh well. And the best part about this is that I don't have to play with this guy ever again. I'm so over it. Love you too, Chris. Love you too, Dan. And also shout out to some of my friends back home for watching and supporting me.
Chano has one more thing to say.
Shout out to the other 3 teams that played in the finals. Shout out to Infrared. They had some pretty bad circumstances last second, and thankfully were able to keep playing, which is very commendable. And considering they had a last second sub, I'd still say they're pretty good. Like, it might have been last place, but still, like, getting here is very impressive.
10 hours of driving.
10 hours of driving. 10 more hours of driving. All for Rocky 80. shout out to Distinct. I think their rise over the past like 3 or 4 months has been quite impressive. Like going from basically getting second in all Splat to qualifiers when, I'll be honest, I'd never heard of any of them before then. And now it's like they're taking a set off us, took us to game 5. Like it's actually really impressive, especially considering they're playing such an off-meta comp. And Afro is the king. And then shout out to Yours Manfully, I guess. Harvey's already gone home, so that's cool. Well, he's not here.
I'm asking you questions next.
Yeah, shout out to Yours Manfully. They played really well. It's quite clear why they won. Like they were playing pretty well throughout. Yeah, and it's nice to kind of like have a group of players to play against like consistently that like can deal with me screaming at them and not get offended by it like after games. Because like I'm literally screaming about how terrible these guys are, and then they're just like, oh yeah, GG's, let's go Nando's. Pub. Like, and finally, second finally, shout out to the bar. Shout out to the pubs. And I think the biggest shout out, I think everyone can agree, can go to anyone who's involved in this entire event. So whether that's like exhibition match players, the hosts who don't know who I am. I'm sorry. The host who knows who I am. Everyone backstage. I wouldn't try and name people, but I would forget. Like there's just so many people that are involved. Shout out to that SRV2 dude. Please subscribe to his YouTube and Twitch. Follow him on twitter.com. And yeah, I guess to end off the shout-outs, the face of UK LANs currently, the guy who's had a ton of involvement, he's currently messing around with some stuff in boxes. Please everyone make some noise for Pixel Squid. Are you on the back? I thought I was the host. Oh.
Everyone, give a massive round of applause for your runners-up, Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor.
Oh, look at that. Oh. We might need joinery, mate, by the way.
Okay. Now, to round things off as Takimi gracefully makes his way. Team, I would like to, I'm gonna stand this side for this. Sorry, cameraman. I would like to ask that our winners, Yours Mammothly, come and join me up front here, please. Make some noise. So, firstly, I want to say a huge congratulations to each and every one of you. Every single individual here has proven themselves over the past 2 days and the past few months that they are absolutely worthy of the trophies that are behind them right now. So, I'll give you a similar question to what I gave Chewits, but what does it kind of feel like to win this round off of the year after all the troubles and all the grinding and all the preparation that you guys have put in? What does it feel like?
I was basically like kind of scrambling for a pickup to play. I know I differently wanted Takimi and Boar because I've played with them before and we've all had good performances together, but really stuck on a fourth because obviously Chewits all play together and that was my usual group, but Yoshel. Just a really good player, really nice guy. I didn't know that before. But I was very happy to stick on to a different weapon so that he could shine his best and that I could support that and the rest of the team. So I'm really happy with everyone's performances as well. We all played really, really well, and I'm happy the practice paid off.
That depends. I'm happy with the performance that we had today and yesterday. We all played very well. Only dropped 2 games over the 2 days. So.
Three.
Was it? Yeah, no, it was only 2. There was only 1 yesterday.
It was 2.
Zuri forgot.
Diskin got 1, Chewits got 1, and then...
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Chewits got, it was 2-1.
Oh, never mind
Top
then.
3.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with how we did. With how much practice we had as a team. With how much practice we had as a team over, a couple weeks before today, I think I'm very happy with the performance that we had. And I'm happy that this trophy will now match the one that I got winning Splat Reunion. So I've completed the collection now, so I'm quite happy about that. I don't know where to begin, to be honest. I've been kind of inactive recently. So when I heard that there were going to be more UK tournaments, and people approached me to be like, "Hey, you should run some of the online qualifiers." I was like, "Oh wait, I should probably play in those. I need a team for that." I was like, "Oh wait, Snipes to keep me," and then, as I say, we needed a 4th, and then we've got Yoshel over here, the GOAT. And yeah, it feels amazing to just win today, to be honest. I mean, it's also I think the best part about it though is just seeing what has been built up over the last couple of years. 2 years ago we were at Splat Reunion, just a small little venue out in Sutton. There weren't that many of us. There's still only 4 teams, but there wasn't that much space for spectators, and it was quite a small thing. But then 2 years later, we're here, big theatre, full of people. We're all watching Splatoon. It's amazing what's been built up in the last couple of years. So, yeah.
I'm also not too sure what to say, but what I can say is that I'm super happy with how today went. I'm very happy to win the LAN for once. Or not for once, I've only been there 2. But a better experience, a better experience competitively last time, because I went 0-3 twice and didn't win any games at all. And I was very sad about that. So being able to come here today and yesterday and being able to win the entire thing, it's just felt a bit unreal for me. Thank you.
Well, our final team standing after the end of it all, I'm sure I can vouch for everyone in this audience when I say watching your guys' journey, not just today, but through the qualifiers as well, has been absolutely amazing. And you have truly shown us the peak of UK Splatoon today. Everyone, please give another round of applause for your winners of Splat Legacy 2024. Well, I will have to move you aside for a second because we are going to go on to our awards. Can I please ask Infrared and Distinct to both come up here as well? Introducing your 4th place team at Splat Legacy 2024, Please give it up for Infrared!
Right then, yep. This way. Enough time on the camera. Come on, get out. Next up, everyone, you know them, you love them, your third place team. Give it up one more time for Distinct!
Not back. Oh, we are back. Okay. Introducing your second place team. You know them. You love them. Please give it up one final time for Chewits Mafia Sparking Flavor! Who I promise I know the names of. Jana. Daniele. Your name is actually IPS.
Hey, wait.
What, Jason? Jason?
Right then. And now, everyone, please put a massive, massive hand together for your first place team taking the entire tournament and getting those lovely trophies right there. Yours, Mammothly! Oh no, they're not just for show. you get to hold your trophies.
Oh, God.
Please don't drop it.
Take hold.
Wait, Takimi, please. One final time for the audience and the viewers at home. Please, as your final words of the tournament.
This is cow.
It was all worth it. I lost for that. Yeah!
Everyone, please give it up for your winners one last time. Takimi, Yoshel, Smacks, and Sport. Yours, Mammothly! Okay, now, unfortunately, this does mean that Splat Legacy 2024 is over. So, well, I know me and Slap just wanted to come up here quickly to say some final words. I'm gonna try and say this without crying. But we just wanted to say some final words about this event before we close off. This has been the first time I've been able to properly host an event like this with such an amazing audience. I'm about to cry, oh no. But I have just had the absolutely most amazing time this weekend, and I am so happy that I got to experience it with every single one of you. Like, you need to give yourselves a round of applause because every single one of you have been absolutely amazing at this event. All the spectators, casters, players, TOs, every single person involved. Please give it up for every single person here for Splat Legacy 2024. Slap talk while I try and stop myself crying. I have more to say, but I'll say it after.
Oh, you poor little thing, you. Oh, come on. Everyone, please give Crystal a round of applause. Honestly, I wouldn't be happier hosting this event with someone else, so thank you, Crystal. And honestly, thank you to everybody watching this stream right now. Thank you to the players. Thank you to every single one of you. I'm not going to make you clap for yourselves again, don't worry, but thank you all. And genuinely, same as Crystal, this has been probably one of my first hosting opportunities. There we go, I don't have to shout now. No, it's okay. I have a time limit. Okay, thank you to everybody here. Thank you to Crystal. Thank you to the players. Thank you to Pixel Squid. Thank you to Dude. Thank you to the camera. Thank you, nothing. And hi, Pixel. Would you like the mic now to say some thank yous?
Always down for the mic. That was a legacy. Was that a legacy? No. Yeah! That was a legacy. And I'm going to ignore that question, but that was, well, I'm speechless of like how cool this weekend has been. And for me personally, it's like a LAN journey of 5 years from summer breeze, winter breeze, was the pandemic that happened afterwards. But in all that, we also got helped in the Splatoon Inkfest from Hyper Japan. Cool online. I also worked at G30 for a bit at Splatoon, and even a bit with National Student Esports when they started Splatoon 3. And then we, of course, 2 years ago, Splat Reunion, which was like honestly my dream to make. Just like similar to like Nintendo UKC, I just love that series, and it's like seeing the best of the best. So this was Splat Legacy's been like more a sequel to that, I think it was very ambitious, very peak. I'm just so happy how it mainly all ran smoothly, and just want to say a thank you to all the casters, the hosts, the helpers, who else? Dude, the live stream broadcaster, who helped me live stream, and just all the players. Thank you, dude. And just all the players who just take interest of like having the time to like sign up to these tourneys and stuff. Since it does take a lot of time to organize all these events and stuff. And yeah, I'm going on a small break after this, but I always like, I'm gonna quit, start TRing, but I just need a much longer break, especially going from Vibes 1 to Breeze 2023, and then Vibes again, and then to this. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, just crazy to think from like 2 years we were in Sutton and now we're in Basingstoke. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? But yeah, just wanted to give that message out. Thank you all for supporting these events, and hope to see all of you at future events.
We're fine, actually. Everyone, give it up one final time for Pixel Squid. now that I've composed myself a little bit more and I'm not crying while speaking anymore, I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for coming to Splat Legacy 2024. This has truly been an unforgettable experience, I'm sure, for every single one of you. We've had 4 incredible teams. We've had 11, I believe, incredible casters helping out with this. We've had us two as your lovely hosts for these 2 days. I hope we've done a sufficient job for you all and made the event all the more enjoyable. But to round things off, let's give one final massive applause. So much to me, and I'm so happy that everyone in this community is so lovely and welcoming. So thank you all so much. I've had an incredible time.
Basically the exact same as what she just said, but I missed the slap. Hello, everyone.
Thank you guys so much for coming to Legacy. Please get home safe, whether that is today or tomorrow. And unless there's anything else we want to say.
One thing. Big photo with the screen with the Legacy logo. Internet, everyone come up in here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm